But yeah, so I mean, this thing said, oh yeah, it's starting. It said it may take 20 seconds to a few minutes for it to. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, because I don't know what's going on with the other one. Okay, there we go. We got it going now. We back. We live on YouTube, on Baltimore Paparazzi YouTube channel, where you find all of my interviews for the past 3 years.
So you got that one we was on there.
Yeah, it's on there.
In the Spotlight, what's the last?
In the Spotlight 127.
127.
At Gmail. Yeah. So, but we're waiting on Judah, and who else is coming?
Lights Out.
I met him at the BBK
show
he did, and let me tell you, I was like, oh, real hip hop. But everybody that they had at that, I was not disappointed. I became a fan of like everybody that touched that stage, and because I had never heard of anybody that had touched the stage except for Division, and that's because they're from here.
Right.
So and I was just like, and I talked to Lights Out. And I said, I was like, Judah's supposed to be coming down with, 144,000 chosen few. And he was like, I'll be there. I was like, oh, okay. He said, even if he doesn't come, I'll be there. I said, okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, I absolutely I loved his performance. I loved his music.
Yeah,
so I love real hip hop. Like what I call real hip hop is what gives me that hip hop feeling.
Right.
This
new stuff I'll be like, I don't know, maybe at 16, 17, maybe they had the same feeling that I had when I heard real hip hop or Wu-Tang. Maybe they hear Uzi Vert and all these people and feel that, but I don't feel that feeling of how we felt.
I think a lot of them, I try to listen to it. Like my kids.
There's a couple I like. Like I like Roddy Ricch.
Oh, see, and I've heard the name, but I really I get so overwhelmed with music that I just it got to the point that I was so tired of listening to everything. I just started listening to the Comedy Channel on Sirius XM.
That's what I do when I do long rides. I just listen to the Comedy Channel.
Right, because the music was, I think they're here. The music had just gotten to the point to where I was like, okay, I'm tired of hearing everything. I'm just tired.
I didn't like it.
No, they probably don't even know this. Oh, what the world?
We just talked about you.
What the world?
Hey, how are you?
How you sneaking in here, Bliss?
I was invited.
And the person that invited me here.
Y'all not my
Yeah, we on air. You good? You good?
What's up, bro? You should know Lisa by now. You good?
You good? We was just talking about the BBK. I thought it was a listening party, but then it was an album celebration. But we don't know what that show was.
We talked about you on the way out. We was on the BBK going.
But everybody that hit that stage, I absolutely became a fan of, and I hoped everybody liked their pictures. I know Solo did. She was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much."
Ezra did too. Everybody
did he? I don't remember seeing. I don't remember seeing his what?
No, I'm on my live. One of our friends said Mark finally has his own show. No, it ain't my show. We on another show.
He's like, oh my God, he went live. Let me see what this is.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, they come strolling in.
Lights out.
You just spoke of him.
I know. See how I do? That's how I do. That is how I do. What's up? You seen your pictures, didn't you?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. I always like to make sure everybody sees their pictures.
Priest outside, he's smoking.
You need to stop that.
Yeah.
Cigarette? Yeah. Nobody's in there.
Ain't nobody here but us. So,
You need to stop.
okay, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go over some stuff. Well, I'm gonna spit this out and then I'll do it again later. I just want to give people my itinerary that I've got coming up. This is actually my last show here at Power 4.4. Will it be a permanent departure? I really don't know at this point. I just need to reevaluate some things. Mm-hmm. And I've got so much coming up that I won't even be here. Music festival. I don't know. He told me it wasn't a music festival anymore. I don't know. But it's the Frozen Harbor. It's the Frozen Harbor Festival. It's the 28th and the 29th, 2-day festival here at Power Plant in Baltimore. I am the main photographer at Lucky's Tavern both Friday and Saturday, where BBK is performing, I do believe. BBK is performing at Lucky's, right?
Yeah.
I will be there. I'm the main photographer. March 15th, I will be at Charm. Jay Stone is coming here. He is Nipsey Hussle's artist, and he was one of Nipsey's best friends. I will be at that show, camera in hand. March 18th, I'm going to Houston. I'm going to be in Austin on the 19th and the 20th with South by Southwest, and I will be with Swisher House.
Okay.
Swisher House.
Yeah, I met Highway Yella, who signed with Swisher House.
Yellow.
And so Bodymore Big Steve and Fatboy Deezy are actually performing on the stage that Swisher House has in Austin one of those days. But that's where I'm going to be. So I got the next couple weeks are kind of busy. And I got another thing that I was asked to come to. Heron is having another battle of
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
yeah, Kill or Be Killed Volume 2, I think. And Rolo was supposed to be on it, but Rolo said his battle got canceled. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that one or not. You know, there's only certain people I take days off for.
Right.
There's going to be some good battles. I've seen some of the names on there, so, and that's, you know, the rap battles and whatnot. So that's kind of like, you know, I got a lot of stuff coming up, and I got to do a lot of stuff, and I work, and I'm tired, and yeah. Shout out to Billy Live, Wisdom Court Entertainment. He was on the front of the Baltimore Sun paper, and he was on the front of the Carroll Times paper for his the concert that he did for the kids to help fundraise money for like the programs and stuff there in Carroll County in Westminster. So, and he's got an upcoming tour coming as well, I believe. So you guys on it too, or no?
We're not on that one.
Cause y'all was on the last one.
Yeah.
Talking to BB, I'm talking to one of the members of BBK Blizzard. For anybody that's wondering.
Yo, Blizz.
Whoa.
So yeah, so I mean, like I said, I got a lot of stuff coming up. Judah finally made it in the building.
I'm gonna mark Instagram. I'm gonna mark live.
I ain't seen him since Reading when we were judges.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I still talk about that when Sarah was up there singing, and all Judah was like, "Is that really her singing? Is that really her
I
singing?"
needed to know.
Right, I did too.
Definitely
And then like
needed to know.
she just started singing. He was like, "I told you." I was like, "Okay."
You know, with certain artists, you know what I'm saying, like when, you know, for those who got trained dance though, you know, you can tell who sings and who's lip singing,
Right.
and who's trying to hustle you by lip singing with their vocals or some really good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when Sarah was performing, I was like, yeah, she could really sing, and everybody else was like, nah, she lip singing.
Well, I was like, wait a minute, hold up, and I'm trying to hear, and me and Jay Lynn were sitting there. I was like, I think that's really her singing.
Jay who?
Jay Lynn.
No.
Stop playing.
That's
I know.
Stop. I'm joking.
I know. Stop playing. So I want everybody to introduce themselves because we've been sitting here talking. I kind of had some difficulties with the cameras and stuff, and then so I want everybody to introduce themselves.
I go by the name of Supreme the Resurrector, 144,000, chosen few, head of the concoction, and just the funk that ambassador.
The head of what?
Yeah, I know.
Are you the chosen few?
You get the bass in
Don't
your
get
voice.
mad at me because I got rhythm in my.
So you trying to say he's like the hip hop Darth Vader?
You with your deep voice.
Nah, you know what I mean? Y'all already know.
Ask me.
Yeah.
Why we gotta bring that up?
Here we go.
Here we go. You ain't learned from last time.
Start
You know,
now.
I'm gonna be nice today.
Please.
Okay.
That would be nice. That'd be nice.
Matter of fact, what might need to happen, we might need to switch seats, man.
That'd be
You know
beautiful.
what I mean?
He got to control the stuff.
A word more. We gotta
This
switch.
mic close
man.
enough. I
Did
got
you-
the
For
mic.
one.
Why
For
you
one.
gotta
Jay, did you get this?
Well, I gotta switch. Bro, you sitting here with a thought sweatsuit on right now, bro.
I got
Phil.
the mic close. Is
Phil,
it good?
The ladies
Yeah,
like
pick
You
me up.
might put
The
it
ladies love it.
Can I plug in some? Can I plug in
Okay,
some, man?
that's for y'all that don't know. That's Judah Priest,
Judah the asshole.
Yo, that's
You
definitely
can't
me.
curse. No cursing, right?
huh?
There's no cursing, right?
He said
Yeah,
pass
with no
the
cursing.
jokes.
Oh,
He said pass the jokes.
Pass the dough. Pass the dough.
Thank you.
Like
Thank
a
you.
lot of jokes.
But y'all
Okay.
already know what it is, man. It's your boy Judah Priest, Priesthood, Judah Maccabee, St. Valentine the Great, man, 144. You know what I mean? In the building. Zoo Bullies, Brooklyn Zoo, Ghetto Government, Wu-Tang fam. Y'all already know, man.
Yes, yeah.
It's your boy MAS Lights Out, General of the Mighty 144. With my bros that I love so much. Shout out to my BBK family.
Yeah.
B-More, they our second home. What's up?
You already know BBK 144. You know what I mean?
All day.
I'm sorry, yo. Oh my bad. Yo, I'm definitely surprised. I hit kid. I was like, yo, y'all coming
I told
through.
you kids in the second.
Mark Mills, number 144, owner of Lara Apparel.
Okay.
Merchandise extraordinaire.
All right. So.
He actually made premium stock suit. He got one.
You better make me cuss.
I know. I understand. So
I didn't make no damn tight.
a friend of mine, and he's a big supporter of my show. Has been watching episodes of my show since the beginning. Brian Hoyt, big hip hop fan. He's like, he beat me out for Supporter of the Year award, and I wasn't even mad. He wanted to know, because he said there's a lot of meaning behind 144,000 chosen few, but he wanted to know why you named it that. He wanted to know the reason why you named it that.
It was the story started with Bruise and Judah. No. There was a part of the group called the Hive.
was crazy.
Oh, that's the opening right
you
there.
guys,
Yo,
look,
that's the opening.
you guys need to go on my Baltimore Paparazzi YouTube page and find the last Judah Priest.
Please. Can you share that to me?
Yes, I
wanna see
will.
it.
Yes, I will.
Share it to him.
Shout out
and
to
you
Bruce.
share it
I
to
need
me.
all of that.
I need
That
that.
was crazy.
I'm gonna record it.
And they could cuss on that one.
I'm gonna record it.
All right, the story was there was the members of the Hive and the Zoo,
Sometime.
and the Zoo Bullies with Buddha Mama.
Yeah.
And then
Your time was good, baby.
they said they wanted to start a new faction of entertainment. And Judah Priest, they said you had two names, right?
Always got more than one name.
But yeah, they both came up with a few names, and he chose 144,000 chosen few. Because for one, he's a Bible head, and it's stated in Revelation that the chosen few will come back and teach the lost children of earth to get them to heaven as far as Revelation is concerned. So he was like, we are here as 144,000 chosen few to save hip hop and bring the masses back.
Let me know when y'all want the real story.
So tell the story.
Oh.
That's how I got it.
All right.
Okay, so
And hold
Judah.
up. And everybody was a member of 144,000. Everybody got a profile picture. Welcome to
Not-
the
not
100.
everybody.
Not you. You wasn't there yet. This is
Yeah,
this
okay.
phase
This beginning.
1. And it was like
Phase 1.
such and such. Welcome to
What,
144,000 chosen few. Such and such. Welcome to 144,000. And I was like, hold up, man. All these people is 144,000 chosen few. Me and you still rocking shows together. We hang together. We be brothers. How come I ain't on
we
the
had a strict
144,000?
rule, man. No thought suits allowed.
He broke the rules.
Broke the rule.
He broke the rules.
LL made these suits famous, and I'm a fan of LL. But anyway,
LL also.
so he said,
created
how cool would it be if Supreme was a member of the 144,000 chosen few? So around the 5th round of choosing members, he chose me, and I've been with him for the past 8 years, rocking and rolling with this 144,000 chosen few.
So half his story is true, and half his story is fictional.
What's the other?
Okay, so we want to hear the
The other version.
yeah.
Not the truth.
Now, the beginning, well, how 144 started. This is the true
Y'all know
story.
y'all on air.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all know we can hear y'all, right?
Hey, y'all on radio.
My bad.
Sorry, yo, so bomb. So
Mark ain't got radio etiquette yet, but he will.
so originally, you know what I mean? You know, I was with Brooklyn Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was literally, Buddha Monkey he was over in Greenland, Iceland, and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you know that makes you fat. You got that tight suit.
Tell the story, man.
So what happens? So what happens is this. It's like
This is sugar free.
it started.
We can't get through anything. I swear. These two.
She's the black. What up? Hey yo, so what happens is I was with Chamber Music Records at the time. My
Tell the
little
part
brother,
about Bruce.
and my little brother, you just trying to start some stuff.
Some good, Jude. Good
You
one.
know what I mean? This is gonna be hard not cussing, but you know what I mean?
Oh,
Man, in fact, nobody even paid you to prostitute yourself with this thing on you. Why are you talking? Listen. So boom, you know what I mean? It was just like I had that, but I also it wasn't a situation I felt, you know what I mean, that like outside of my little brother, which is Mugga Beats, who was Young Bud at the time. I was like, I need something that was more defined, more for me.
Right.
I rock with a lot of people. So I actually came up with the name first before there was members. It's 144,000 chosen few. And there's literally, like biblically, it says only 144,000 chosen few shall be into the gates of heaven during the time of rapture. But around at this point in time, you know what I'm saying, with the state of hip hop and the state of music in general, there was Nas who dropped Hip Hop Is Dead. You know what I mean? But you know, my philosophy was like, how can hip hop be dead if we still alive?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I took that expression that it's going to take a chosen few to bring back the true meaning, the true essence, the true substance of hip hop. And you know, I linked up with Bruce. Me and Bruce had a team called Fallen Angels. You know what I mean? And Hive, he just trying to get me talking about my brother. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
There shall be peace on earth.
No, it's peace.
Always.
It's peace.
Hallelujah.
This is my brother. I love my brother.
Talk
You know what I
about
mean?
it, man.
This is what we do. I mean, family go through family stuff. That supposed to stay. You know what I mean? That's in-house stuff. So you know what I mean?
Right.
When that time come for me and my brother, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's always love.
Right.
You know what I mean? But outside of Bruce, you know what I mean? We had Cuban Da Vinci. You know, and a lot of people who just wasn't taking it serious at the time. Bruce had his thing. I had my thing. You know what I mean? Me and Preem was already rocking, and I linked up with my man 90. You know what I mean? And from 90, we started building. As far as recording and everything, we grew closer as brothers and everything, and you know that allowed Terra to come through, 6ix9ine to come through. We had Ashley. You know what I mean? We had people beefing on songs. We had people beefing on songs that was in the same, you know what I mean, recording at the same time on my birthday in the studio. And you know what I mean?
No, I wasn't there yet. First of all,
you was there because you was one beefing.
because he was like,
I wasn't there.
hold on, but all these people that he mentioned, except for Ashley, was already members. And he'd be like, yo, man, I got this boy up Jersey. We be in the studio all night long, just recording. Let me sing you some of the songs and tell me what you think. And I'm like,
here's the
I ain't on none of these songs. What's up with that?
Hold on. But let's be honest about the situation though. During that time, the formation, Preem already had his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Through Bruce.
Had a band.
No, true fact. Through Bruce, like I knew Mark and Preem for like mad long.
Right.
Bruce brought that back together. You know what I'm saying? Right. But Preem had the new experience. Preem had the new experience popping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my band.
So you know that Eminem my band thing. You know what I mean?
Wait, I'm telling you, wait till you guys see the last one.
Matter of fact, where my bell at, yo? Speak when you run.
Did you say bell?
Yeah, remember we had the bell and stuff last time?
I thought he said a bell.
I'm not talking about this cowbell.
Oh, damn.
It's kryptonite, right? So, boom. But you know what I mean, but even to speed the story along, though, you know what I'm saying. You know, we had different factions and everything, and you know that went well. Like 144 had a buzz about 144 before there was ever music. We had a buzz off of pictures.
Yeah.
Well, I like that because you know I'm the photographer, so I like the
so
pictures.
you know what I mean.
It just looked like something was happening.
Then you know there was a moment of downtime. You know what I mean, and then we picked it back up. We had some new recruits.
Mm-hmm.
We had members who was members before, but it was just there at the shows, but not trying to make themselves known.
Right.
The light skin went over here.
Oh, okay.
He was cool.
He pop up at shows, but like, yo, I'm gonna get in the pictures. But
he came and drafted, and you was like, yo, you retired? Tell your part.
He was a draft pick.
Go ahead, like, put the thing to your mouth.
He was a free agent.
Put the microphone to your mouth.
I was literally a part of like when he first decided to do the crew. I'm not putting it to them like.
Hey, yo, talk about, man. He got this kryptonite in my hand. You know what I'm saying? And my Superman system going on.
Well, this is what Brian had wrote on the IG. He said a lot of meaning behind 144,000 in the song "When the Saints Go Marching In," and how that strong, I don't know, was a strong message to chosen few that didn't account for slaves or any people of color, Native Americans too. Be tuned in to find out the message why they themselves chose that. Dope.
That's dope. Now another thing, before because I want to cut lights off, but another thing is too, man, like our true message is trying to awaken those who are not awoke.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, that's really the premise.
Right.
You know what I mean? Matter of fact, you got what's
That's my Baltimore Paparazzi page.
That's on YouTube.
That's the channel. That's on YouTube. They can watch it live. They're streaming live.
it's streaming live on YouTube.
It's streaming
and
live
Facebook?
on. Well, no, Facebook is the Power 4.4 radio Facebook Live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Facebook. Yo, man,
He's trying to get.
I want the views to go to them.
But you know, and I like when I first seen the 144,000, I was like, that's a lot of damn people. You know, because that's the first thing. But you know, I always want to know the meanings behind names and whatnot. So you know, look. So Mr. Lights Out.
That's the light skin stuff. You see this stuff they keep doing.
I know.
It's better than have a public argument.
We didn't have a public argument.
I need to know
how you get down. Like
where I need to know where your name came from. Why?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He light skinned.
But I'm just saying, you know, it might be another
the lights
meaning.
went out when they coloring them.
What happened was I go by MAS. Judah made me keep the Lights Out name. And I ran a company called Lights Out Records, which we changed to Lights Out Entertainment. And everybody else stopped recording. And I built a buzz off my Lights Out Entertainment name.
Right.
So I wasn't going to lose the name that I fought.
Right.
So Judah ended up making me go by Lights Out. And it stuck.
Right.
Bully,
because when
He's a real big bully.
Because when we have a there's a Blizz.
Hey yo, I'm trying to figure out why Blizz is over there. Like,
Is
Right,
it
like
because
he's
he's
not supposed to be over here.
right? Isn't Bamboo and his son isn't their name of their group Lights Out?
No, I've seen them. It's Lights Out. What is
Lights
it?
Out Crew?
Yeah, Lights Out
Lights
Crew.
Out Crew.
Oh,
Then
Yeah, shout out to them.
Then
Philly, right?
Snaps Only and
They did the radio
Frank
show.
had the song Lights
That
Out.
used to be on Shaka Pit.
They
Right.
did that too. Yeah.
So that's why I just like to know where people's name the names and all
Indeed.
come from. So, you know, that kind of clears up because I was like, that's a kind of a strange name. Because when I seen Lights Out I thought it was the Lights Out Crew was going to be there. And then I seen your picture. I was like, who is that?
She thought you got knocked out.
Now the crazy thing about that was
No. I thought maybe he was knocking people out. I don't know. I just
the crazy
asked.
thing was we were at the same show at the same time,
Right.
and it was confused so many people
Yeah.
because I'm from Philly, and Billy Live is doing a show in Philly, and
Right.
them there, and they were like out.
oh, I know.
And
Yeah, the father said, and they was like, you remember that? They was tough.
Yeah, that's Bamboo and Brian. Is it
They did their
Brian
thing, and it was like, all right, cool. Because
So
first
you
I ain't
might
gonna front, I ain't
go
gonna hold
right
you. When I first heard, I was like, oh, Lights Out, Crew, Lights Out.
Yeah.
It's so
It can only be
territorial.
one. Like it's Highlander. Like it can only be
So
one.
territorial.
But no, they definitely did their thing. I salute them good brothers. Like
Yeah.
they
See,
definitely do their
that's
thing.
like my name is the Baltimore Paparazzi, and then we had a club here named Paparazzi, and then I started getting phone calls from people saying, "How can I book a show at your club?" What are you talking about?
Right.
And I was the Baltimore Paparazzi way before the club, and the club is gone now. But I'm still here. But yeah, it gets kind of confusing. That's why I said when I heard the Lights Out, I was like, wait a minute, hold up. And then I seen the picture, I was like, wait, who is this guy?
The new one.
And I was telling it before you got here, like when you got on stage, like I was like, oh my God, I love this guy. I love him because I love what I feel is true hip
Oh
hop.
God, now you gotta say.
She loves me, Judah. You know what that means, right?
Because,
You know what that means, right?
Why you had to direct the hot? That's over here on my neck, though.
First of all, I popped 3 minutes in, so we was kind of chill over there.
It was a cool breeze, man.
Lights Out is the wordsmith. He's a lyricist.
Right.
A stream lyricist.
Right.
Who pays a lot of attention to his bars. And,
Well, see, I pay a lot of attention to words,
right, he's a
so that's the kind of
wordsmith to
person.
the fullest. Like they say, we all are. Like I like Baltimore Boy Kings. Y'all are lyricists. Y'all are party machines, but y'all lyricists. Y'all get that
You should be
Baltimore.
doing that.
All day,
that
long
fast,
shot
man.
day,
I'll tell you
baby.
something.
All day, long shot day,
See all
baby.
this right here. This is
Yo, can I ask
Why
you a
are we
question?
on his wardrobe?
So like when you make a muscle, it just like when my muscle pop up. See how look,
I just want to know why we
look at the muscle.
but it's not.
See how it stretches
I just wanna-
No,
No, I'm just trying. I gotta, yo, listen. This is not a 144 question. I just gotta ask one question. Like, why are you in the gym to go to somebody, you know what I mean, barbecue to be the old uncle dancing there, you know what I'm saying, picking basket table?
I'm in the gym because I'm at a certain age now that I want to be healthy, wealthy, and wise.
I just thought snitches snuck up on you was going to break your glasses again.
Snitches will never sneak up on me and break my glasses. And I broke
ain't
my
what
own
YouTube
glasses.
said.
I broke my own glasses.
Hey, yo, look, there was snitches. Look, he moved.
I broke my own. I stepped on my own glasses after the fight.
was good, y'all.
He punched the glasses. He's like, he broke my
Billy, me and you gotta do
glasses.
something soon. Me and you win all your peoples.
Oh my God!
But I'm in the gym because I'm getting
Live front like you're not
getting
right
there.
here.
Which I get diesel on.
Uh-huh.
See what I'm saying? Look at his chest.
You trying
We definitely got the 144 Swarm single out right there.
Right. Look, you said. And anyway,
We got three Jello cards too.
I want to definitely shout out my brothers, you know what I mean, Jay Smooth,
Why
Campaign.
you so swole? Why you
I'm trying to be like, bro. You know what I
You
mean?
used to be bigger than me. You getting a little skinny there.
I mean,
Mr.
listen.
Glass. I'm just saying, you always breaking.
Yo.
Always breaking on you.
Yo, somebody get stitches online.
Your ankles and stuff. You can't play
Yo,
basketball like you used to.
somebody call Dane. Call
I'm
stitches.
sorry.
Let's set that
Look,
back.
we-
this is
we do this all the time.
I know,
This
and
is-
it's just like.
This is your show. We are.
I'm not sorry.
First of all, me and Mark are being perfect gentlemen over here. I don't know.
Now y'all having fights over there. Let me tell you something about the clothes I got for you next week. You should see my new lights out.
The question was, how did you get your name? Well, God, listen, I'm gonna keep talking about how I do what I do. Bring back this type hoodie on.
That's Donald Trump over here. Look at it.
I didn't even know the camera picked your cast with a springy ghost.
First of all,
I told y'all, Judah got a thing with light skinned people because
I do.
somebody took his girl.
That ain't
Light
why.
skinned boy took his girl when he was 17. He never got over it. Now the physical manifestation.
Who let him out the locker?
Oh
you got him out of retirement.
Who
This
let
is
him
all
out the
your
locker?
fault.
We've heard that a
This is
thousand
all your
times.
fault.
God!
I'm gonna keep saying it
Lights
too.
be like,
I was
I was
chilling.
home chilling.
I was
Yo,
home chilling.
What
I
channel?
was
What
watching
channel is this
Scooby-Doo.
mic on? What channel is this mic on?
Mic on?
Put that on 0.
Oh,
Hey yo, I bet you. If you turn a flash on your camera right now, and put it on help, it's gonna disappear. Watch this, Beetlejuice. That's it.
See,
Sorry.
you know,
So
no,
sorry.
I
We're
love
going
the,
back.
We gonna
I
set up
love
our
the
own
fact.
interview because these guys.
Right.
We don't
This
care
is
in our
called the
promo time.
Swarm.
Look, this selfish.
I love the rapport that you guys
I don't
have.
like them.
People think we
But
don't like each other.
but see, that's the thing. Like, you know, you
We
say
got on matching hats. Yo, switch.
We all got on matching
But
hats.
mine don't look.
Everybody got
Actually,
the same.
his- no, his only
Y'all
different
got a
one.
matching hat on, and we
Yours is
got a
bigger.
matching hat on.
Yours is
What's the
bigger than ours.
difference, man? We promoting the brand. If you
I'm about to get off my live.
this is the 144 golf.
Yo, man.
that's
I
it.
should've-
When you go on the golf
I
course, you
should've
don't want
put
all that
143.
them wings or something. First of all, I don't know why you started the group in the first place. We should have went to the Bruce faction of the group.
No, I started group so you can have a
We should have
career.
been down
Oh,
the street.
Jesus.
Hey, Mom.
Oh my Jesus!
Hey, Mom.
He did not
Somebody
just say
on
that.
who's a member of us
Shout out to Father Time.
say, let me find out Albie Shore smashed Judah girl.
Oh my
That's
God!
exactly what happened.
Yo, he do
And
have-
I keep getting
Hold
put
on,
on.
wait.
We do have a
Tom,
problem with
listen.
light-skinned people.
Tom, you
Oh,
want to do that? You want to do that, Tom?
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I mean? Your all white Adidas only got 2 stripes.
Oh.
Okay, cut it
Ooh.
out. Cut it
Here we
out.
go.
Mr. Run DMC.
Oh, here we
Shout out
go.
to Run
Shit, let's
DMC,
hit that,
Father
man. I'm
Time,
talking this Albie Shore stuff going on.
Oh my God! See, But no, like I said, I love this. I love the
What, the dysfunction?
This
Yes.
is good radio.
It's not good radio because we're not promoting anything right
Yes,
now.
we is.
Let's keep it a beat.
Yeah.
let me tell you.
We on here for 2 hours.
Can let me explain because you guys don't know.
Yeah.
With my show, this is not an interview. This is a conversation between friends.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I didn't brief them.
I know,
I'm
and
sorry.
it's been so long since we've
Right.
had this conversation. But these are,
Yeah.
I stopped calling these. I stopped calling these interviews a long time ago, because I learn more. I learn more from about the artists with having these conversations, and more stories come out when we have these kind of conversations. This kind of going back and forth and saying little things and everything else. You get to learn. You get to learn more. No, you're not.
I am. I'm sensitive.
gonna go home and cry.
Go watch the
You gonna-
other.
you gonna cry
If
when
you
you
want to
go
be
home?
offended, go watch the previous one that y'all did.
I was a little tougher then. I had a lot of trying.
Just before you hit the gym.
but
Now,
Before hitting the
now I'm
gym.
comfortable
I'm just
head
trying to figure
locking.
out how he working out and then, you know what I'm saying, his sweatsuit on steroids. Like,
oh my
See, because they
goodness.
got these stripes right here, right?
This is
See,
the second
look.
time he bought
That's
a
ridges.
ridge.
These are called
Those are
ridges.
ridges, not stripes.
These are
Ain't
those
no
ridges.
stripes.
These are
Those are
ridges.
ridges, not
It's
stripes.
ridges.
When you
It's like
flex
Ruffles
your arm,
tips.
it pop right on up like this right here, right?
You know
See,
what? I'm
see,
gonna-
it
those are
gotta
air
pop
vents.
right on up.
Those are air
You
vents.
got a mesh. You got a mesh. This mesh.
You gotta mess with when he's sweating and breathe
Let
on here.
me find out your sweatsuit got heat vents.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Perry P from Philadelphia.
Shout out. Oh my
Shout out to
goodness.
Yvette Brown, Father Time.
Shout out to the Taiwan
Wordplay,
people.
Smooth Man's Beats.
SD the weapon.
SD the Weapon.
Weapon.
Damn, I forgot to tell them about SD the Weapon.
That's what we're here for.
Somebody told me that was all our names. I forgot SD.
I know all our names.
I know all our names.
should've
bet
told-
you don't.
I should have told him to call you.
I bet you don't.
So how many members are there?
144,000.
It is honestly
If
too
you
many.
count, if you count the Baltimore chapter, and I just found out,
You found out that we have a Baltimore
I just found
chapter?
out we have a Fleetwood chapter. Fleetwood
Yeah,
chapter.
we need to discuss that.
It's fine.
So I just found out we have we're basically working on 144,000, but the
It's gonna be
core
100.
Like we're actually chasing that goal.
the core
Yeah.
the core members is
And
about
56.
12. It's 12
And these are all artists? Are they artists?
artists.
And
Well, Mark is the only one that's not an artist.
Yeah,
and
he's
Yvette,
not a-
Mark and
Yvette,
Yvette
right.
are not artists, but they're members.
but I'm saying because you know
It
like
does, I mean, as far as the
So
core,
it's like 10.
right.
Nah,
There's
as
10
far as
artists and 2 administrative.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's 144,000 shows a few. Then you know what I mean. There's the 144
Affiliates.
shows a few. Knightsmen.
Who?
You know what I mean? The
What?
night. That's the Knightsmen. That's the night that's on our logo.
What night?
I would like to know about
The
this stuff
original
before we do
logo.
interviews.
That ain't no
man.
night.
So I'm not sitting
Oh,
here
no,
looking.
no.
I'm sitting here looking
Oh,
like,
wait,
really?
wait. Yo, shout out.
I thought
No,
that was
wait,
the angel that
wait.
street station.
Hold on. Yo, shout out to my brother Young Freedom. You know what I mean?
What's up, Young Freedom?
You already
Young.
know. He tuned in, man.
That's a night? Where is
It is a night. What you mean?
I thought it was an angel.
In the middle of the 4th?
Man,
No, it's the night.
you need to get them glasses
No,
on.
not the 4.
In the 144, the original 144 joint, it's the night.
Knightsmen.
I don't know what y'all doing, man. I thought it was Joe the Policeman for the What's Going Down episode. That's my
And you know what's crazy is a lot of people won't get that. Be like, what? Who?
Old school.
What was
Old
the what
school.
was the name of it?
Again, shout out to my man Bliss.
Yeah, man. So
No, but yeah, you know
Like
this.
shot
I
that
got
Hold
it.
on.
So
the
wait,
144
Nights.
Shout out to Kid,
That sounds like
Easy,
a
Decoy, what's up?
1960 group.
But that's how like if
We're the Knights.
But hold on. If
I
you-
said baritone for the
If you
Knights.
look, if you for anybody other than me who's indoctrinated with history, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, and we actually think or look at the logo for itself and you see it.
I'm going
You know what I
home.
mean?
This is the original logo. I thought it was an angel. I ain't gonna hold you.
Is that the,
Where
what,
is-
this is
where
the
is
original
the-
logo?
That's
Not
not
that one. I'm talking about the one with
The
the,
one with the
man
knight
that
on
was
it.
holding the
It's a
stick.
The one with the
Knight.
knight.
Joe the
knight
policeman
that's holding
from the
the
deck. There ain't no sword. I thought it was like a stick. You gotta beat somebody.
Why'd you hold your hands like that?
Because he holding the stick like you gonna whip
Where is
somebody.
this logo?
It's the original. We switched it. We switched it to
the wings.
Mills, to the wings. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, I'm fascinated with history. period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you indoctrinating all this stuff on us, and we, you know what I mean?
peons. I know.
We spent 2 weeks in college.
That's what happened.
I want to
Yo, he said 2 weeks.
What's Lioness said she went to?
Oh.
What's the school Lioness said she went to?
Full scale.
No. I
Strayer.
was full scale.
Where you at?
Straight one?
Strayer.
No, it wasn't Stray. It was another one.
Not
The
famous.
Rock. That's what school he went to.
Oh damn! I went to DeVry for
See, look at you giving
a month and a half. No, because I went for a month and a half.
That's like the 13th grade.
Green went there for 2 days and came out with a bachelor's degree.
Community was definitely 13th grade.
I was there. I was there 2 years. I was there. I'm there to the 14th grade.
I went there for free, so I'm good.
Nah, but like to get back to the question, I mean,
Right.
there is a core, the core group.
Right.
Me, Preem.
Why can't we can't be nice or something?
Wordplay, Fire Nation, SD the Weapon, Grand Centennial, Father Time, Smooth Mass. Smooth is definitely one of the originals. Then we have my man Mills.
He wasn't the original.
We have Biscuit. She chose that name, not me.
You on our live too.
I don't care. I'm still with the talk.
Shout out to Biscuit.
Shout out to Biscuit. You know what I mean? So we gotta say a Biscuit baby.
Biscuit baby.
you know.
Shout out to New York.
But then what I mean, we have the subsidiary members
Extended
also.
family.
The extended family, Baltimore Born Kings, Draven, Seven the Panther,
Bruce.
AP. You trying to get me to go there? We talking about active members.
90.
Ooh. My man.
Y'all might want to get a censor button.
Hold on, I got one. Blue.
Nobody get off the line.
No, it's a lot of it. It was a lot of it.
There's a lot. Right. I believe once a member, always a member. You know what I'm saying? Whether they here or not. You know what I mean? Family, man. Like, listen. You know what I mean? It's love. It's love.
Well,
It's love all the way around.
With having something like that, because I mean, I've seen Billy live with Wisdom Court, and members come and they go. Sometimes what I found is, as me being a supporter of the scene as a whole, I have my favorite artists in the scene, but I support the scene as a whole because this is what I take pictures. Ain't nobody paying me for pictures. I wish they would, but they're not. But I'm doing this because this is what I love to do. These interviews that I do, I'm not getting paid to do that neither. It's just I'm trying to do all I can to make underground music more known. So I've seen people, like, I'll be supporting hard, but I'm going harder than they are because they're not taking it serious. Or, it's just this, it's just that. Okay, well then let me know that it's just a hobby. And then we can move on from there.
Here's my thing. I don't got hatred towards nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether you 144 or, you know what I'm saying, you do what you do. As long as you being, consistent, as long as you believing in what you want to achieve, then we wavy. You know what I'm saying? For me, there's no need to go, tit for tat. Right. I think as a generation as a whole, just as a people, we take too much, time and energy to focus that negative.
Right.
I just want to see everybody win.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, the one thing you're not gonna have control of me and how I feel. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I say once a member, always a member. But if you just chose to do something else, you know what I'm saying? That's your prerogative.
Because I'm cool with all the people we started out with.
Right.
I'm cool with all of them.
I think sometimes people, they, things happen. Okay. Family happens. When you started out, you didn't have any children. Well, now as it comes along, now you got kids, now you got family, you got responsibilities. So sometimes you can't go and record all the time, or you can't go and do shows all the time, or you can't go and support all the time. So sometimes people kind of fall back, and that's understandable.
Here's my thing though. Here's my thing with with the last piece that you said too. I don't mind supporting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Again, general love, but. Here's my thing. How much support you want me to give to you if you're not supporting your own self and your,
right,
in your career? You know
right.
What I mean?
Like, we want active members.
We just how hard is it? Like I watch. And this has nothing to do with members now.
Right.
I watch people in general. They drop a single, they share it for 2 days, and then be like, "Yeah, I got the album coming out." Like, but you still ain't promote the single.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or it's like, yo, I don't like, for me, I don't speak for none of my brothers and none of my sisters and whatnot, though, right? I have a brand. I have a career. I've been doing this literally since I started out at 7. I came to this scale at 14, and to be 41 right now and doing it on the level that I'm doing it, and then somebody else who wants to roll and be like, hey yo, I'm not in it for the money, man. I'm just trying to get out the house. Like that like what am I? What at that point? What do you want me to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not taking it as serious as I sleep formulating the plan.
Right.
You know what I mean? I go to work, I'm still formulating the plan. If I'm driving or I'm riding on a bus or a train, a plane, or go, you know what I'm saying? I'm formulating a plan.
Right.
So if I'm taking all this time to formulate a plan, and you sitting here, you know what I'm saying, just like, yo, I'm doing this, then again, what do you want me to do?
Goats.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I want to go. What was your ex-girlfriend name?
Bang, bang. I was waiting for it because I seen his face, I seen lights out, and I was like, wait, just wait for it, just wait for it, just wait for it.
Gold star for Judah.
But I mean, you know, and
When did that?
that's what, you know, and like I said, that's what I was trying to say was that I've had people that I have, you know, seen that, you know, they just don't take it that serious. So me as a supporter, why should I take it that serious for you? You know, if I'm sitting here and another thing about the support, I've seen it so many times about people, oh, ain't nobody supporting me, but I don't see you supporting either. So you want people to support you in what you do, but you're not out here doing the same. You're not, you know, you know, I just
the first rule of thumb is, man, believing in yourself, man. Like if you can't put the consistency, you know what I'm saying, into your own craft,
right.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Is giving words of inspiration. But when we got CDs and everything, we selling the product. So if we building up this product, and I can't make you believe into what I'm doing to sell this product, then why am I selling this product?
Right.
And back to the support issue, like I met Blizz and BBK at a show that I wasn't even doing.
Right.
It was a Fire Nation show. Remember that show?
Yeah.
It was a Fire Nation show, and I was on her set.
Wait, Fire Nation do first?
Shout out to Fire.
Everybody like shout out to Fire, shout out to Fire, shout out to Fire.
I love my sis.
It was great. And I was on her song, and it was like a whole weekend thing. I think we performed the next day at that LeVar joint we supposed to perform that day.
Shout out to LeVar.
Shout out to LeVar. And
Oh yeah, we had the movies in the basement.
yeah, that one. And off that one joint, I've been cool with them since.
Huh?
Like,
we wasn't talking to you at that time.
can I have my words?
You.
Anyway.
Go ahead, lights.
Back to my man Blizz and BBK. They ain't paid me either, I swear to God.
Right.
So, like we've been cool ever since, and it was just a support thing. Like,
Right.
I just did that one verse I rap.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't rap anything else. They didn't hear me rap nothing. They didn't hear me rap nothing else, just that one verse, and it was just love.
Right.
Like, then when they came to Philly, I was there. And then they did the last show we first saw with Judah Priest, and we was there rapping them. You know what I mean, it was a bond. Like, these is like brothers to me. Like,
Right.
these is my family, but they is my extended family.
Right.
I mean, all of that because of the support thing. Like, we text before we got here. He's like, let me know when you get there. Like, I don't talk to nobody else like that. But
Right.
that support builds that
and
foundation
Blizz-
is more important than anything else.
Blizz supports. Let me tell you,
No.
Blizz and me used to be neighbors. He lived like a couple blocks over. My monitor went up on my computer, my desktop computer. Blizz brings me this big gateway monitor. He walks it over up the hill to my house because I needed him.
That's good.
But Blizz has been at shows. He's not performing. He's there.
Yeah.
That's just how Blizz has always been. I've known Blizz since I started going to shows 2008. So it had to be what 8?
2009, 2010.
Yeah.
And we stand in front of the stage.
You know,
We
so
look at everybody.
right. So Blizz is one of them that comes and supports. He's not performing, and that's to be here. It used to be like that here. You'd go to a show and be like, "Oh, what are you?" I'm just here for support. And his man wasn't performing. He wasn't performing.
Right.
It was just he was there to support.
That's
So
lights. That's lights all day.
That's how I know. We going back to the new school. We going back to we gonna get fans and we're gonna have this is what it's about, fans. I mean, artists supporting artists is great.
Right.
But not a lot of artists is gonna buy your music at the end of the day. If you get them to stay at the end of a show, that's like a blessing.
That's a huge
blessing.
Right.
That's a huge blessing.
So the name of the game is fan base. Fill up the club with your people. That means when we get off, don't depend on my people. Like if 144s, we here for. That's what he keeps saying. We need to be there for each other with our people. Like my little fan base, with your little fan base. That means we got a whole lot of fan base.
Right.
We come to Baltimore, we turns it out because BBK coming with their people, and we gonna feel love. Just like when y'all come to Jersey, y'all come to Philly, we have all our people there. But I ain't asking no artist for nothing. You know what? To me, every artist outside 144,000 from I'll say from January 1st to me is food.
I agree.
Do competition.
Other than family.
If you ain't my family, I know you ain't bought a CD of mine. If you do, thank you.
Right.
If you do, God bless you. But because I make good music. So when I'm making good music, my crew make good music. If you buy it, ain't like you feeling sorry for me. You ever see them people like, well, I'm gonna buy a CD because you don't even like me. Like I want you to buy this CD because the music is hot. Because you are a fan. And I don't even call my fans fans. I call them family.
Right.
Like I call my fans family. From here to California to back. They all my family.
Right.
So at the same time, I want family to be in front of me. I want people that support me or people that bought new people that just got turned on. Because sometimes you get some people from another group that go to see that other group and stick around and be like, hey, this thing nice too.
See, and that's what I was getting ready.
That's cool.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. When I first came onto the scene back, I met the reason why I'm here, and I tell this every day, every time I get a chance to. If you don't like me or you can't stand me, then go find Bomb, B-O-M-B, and blame him because it's his fault I'm in this scene. He made me I became a fan of his. So we used to go to club. We used to go to shows. Yeah, he's the reason why I'm here.
Really?
And that's my brother. Now he's my brother. He's my family. But we used to go to shows, and he was like, my main goal, he said, is to steal the fans of other artists.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is war.
That was his main
This
goal.
is
And I
war.
was like, I never thought of it that way, but that's exactly what you're doing is,
Yeah, it's supposed to do.
you know, and like I said, I'm a fan of the whole scene. You know, I support the whole scene. I try to do what I can for the scene as a whole. But I do have my favorite artists, and I do have the artists that I will come out and see. You know,
I seen it firsthand, man.
I have too,
you get
and
on
it's
stage,
amazing.
It's like I don't diss other groups. I mean, I don't have no animosity. We cool. We get off stage. We cool. Outside of my family, you fool to me.
Right.
And you trying to steal my spot.
I've done that.
And you trying to steal my spot.
You know, too, I've
I
done
gotta
that.
protect my ground. And it's like, cause if I don't do it, you gonna do it to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this ain't even about this is just hip hop. Man, Jaleel said that today. He was from Houdini. He was like, this the only music that's like a combat sport.
Right.
It's like, it is. It's like, this is football, man. Mark was talking about the other day. We got all these songs we got to learn. We learning, like, if you go back to my back catalog, don't say nothing about my age. If you go back, you got to play them songs. You got. I just know you. I know how you get down. I know your kind. No.
He was actually just sitting there being quiet and just
like
chilling.
But we gotta learn this stuff. We gotta rehearse. We gotta practice. We gotta do all this stuff to come out here to get one fan a day or whatever. How many fans you get a day, man? You get one fan a day to turn a new fan on every day. That's 100% blessing. Because
Right.
nobody obligated. It's so many artists. You was talking about
Right.
these new kids, man.
There's so many of
They
them.
come out with new songs every 2 weeks.
And then and now with the streaming service, because it's way different than when we were, you know, because like I've been there since the day one of hip hop coming, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So you know it's different than having to hustle CDs. It's hard to hit, you know, to hustle CDs out of the trunk of your car. I'm not messing with shit. You know, trying to hustle CDs and stuff. You know what I mean? Now it's the streaming services that y'all.
I can't get out my jacket. The biscuit closed up on me.
Look, I was trying to hold it together, but it was not working.
Stop.
Jew, Judah.
This is designed for
a smaller person. What size is that? Not your size.
designed for. This is. Look out.
Oh my God.
Just leave it on.
Can't make this shit up.
Excuse me. Sorry. See, things like this.
Hold on, let me move before he punched me in my.
I'm just trying to tell you, man. The jacket is too tight.
So if it's taking you this long to take it off, how long did it take for you to put it on?
It's designed to go on easy because they ain't supposed to take it off.
You like the girls in the video?
I got tears, y'all. I got tears.
It's like having Spanx
I was
on.
trying to let it go until he got to the point he was like shaking his
Like,
leg.
yo, he went a whole incredible halt.
And then when
I was trying to keep it together with Judah.
I'm having
You're
a
actually a
moment.
professional.
I'm
but you
going
kept
off
it going.
air. I'm going smoke a cigarette on that one.
I was looking at Judah, and then I look over, and lights out. He's got the phone like this, and I'm like, I can't.
Stretching everything.
So then,
like, yo, we can breathe. I was in the gym. I'm a little sore too. You know what I mean? Getting them tight shirts off. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't wearing nothing but one X's now. You back?
that was.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't even make it. He couldn't even make it out the door.
Say all you got to say.
No, I ain't got nothing to say.
That was hurt. You didn't even help me, man. You couldn't help me.
It's not my job to help you.
You see me struggling?
What were we supposed to do?
You get a shoulder or something.
Y'all did no. They did exactly what they was planning on doing.
Look at me laughing.
I wasn't shocked at all.
I'm just glad this thing wasn't suffocating me and I almost died.
I'm gonna let this cup pass.
Did you hear this?
I'm gonna let this cup pass.
That was like when the blood pressure
Somebody
on my shoulder with the vents didn't work right. You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
told
I told you,
stop
Jack.
stealing your grandbabies on jackets.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
It looked good on though, you know what I'm saying?
Oh jeez. Oh my goodness.
And my point is to come down to it.
Right.
I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to lose
Like,
weight.
yo, you
to
could've
fix
figured
it,
out
you
the
understand?
I'm holler at you.
And with everybody getting off TV now, huh?
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I
My
know.
apologies. I apologize. That was not
I
my
looked
fault.
over and I just see Judah sitting there and I was like, okay.
Gonna look at
And
me
I'm trying to
laughing.
keep it together and then I looked over and like I had the phone just watch. I was like, oh my goodness.
But then it looks
you
pretty
see
good on though. You
Yeah,
know
oh
what I
my
mean? You take it
goodness.
off, you know you got to flex off. You know, it's gonna be all right. Next year you gonna see me. I'm gonna have. It's gonna
You
fit
were
right.
wearing tank top.
It's gonna fit right next year.
Big over a tank top.
That definitely happened.
That happened.
That did happen.
Muscle
Judah, it happened.
Oh, that happened.
Yeah, that's cool.
shirts. You on it?
First of all, I'm just upset that nobody helped me.
Hold on, see, that's the stuff that makes me mad. You chose to put that on.
Right.
But I
You
ain't
chose
I ain't
3 hours
I
it took
I
to
ain't
put it over your
I ain't
shoulder.
choose-
You said 3 hours.
I ain't choose.
Why do I gotta help you for some stuff that you chose to do? You knew you wasn't supposed to wear that.
I apologize.
You should apologize for yourself. When you walked out of the store with it, you already knew.
No, you need to blame
I
it
got
on
a
the shoulder to
17-year-old daughter. She was like, "Dad, that's hitting." I was like, "Word."
Yeah, because that's her
I
jacket.
was like, "Give me 3 of them."
Oh my
I got 3
goodness.
parts like that.
You know what? I'm calling timeout. It's halftime.
Well, you have that song queued up. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and we'll play a song.
Which one
Yeah,
you
so
got?
you just.
Which one? You
should have played the song while he was
The
taking off
Swarm.
the jacket. Somebody could have caught
Right.
play the
Smooth
Swarm,
Mass Beat remix of the Swarm.
and we'll be back right back.
Right back.
Maybe I don't
We
know.
coming back. I'ma
Baltimore
put that back
Paparazzi in the spotlight. Your girl Lisa, Power 4.4 Radio, sitting here with 144,000 chosen
At least you
few.
got the name right.
Woo!
Because people
right.
are like 1,400.
1400.
No, I know.
14.
I
Hold
know.
14.
Hold on, how about the people that be sometimes be down with the crew be like, yeah, I want to give a shout to 14,000.
Yeah.
What? No,
I'll
it's
be like, yo, hey, they need to
144,000
go.
chosen few.
I know we let him off the group because if you can't even read basic math numbers.
They need to go.
You
It
can't be
ain't
word
a Roman numeral.
Right, they ain't Roman numeral.
Oh, y'all stay tuned because it's only gonna get better from here.
Oh,
We'll be right back.
We can right
That's why I went to Capricorn.
Y'all coming now?
Oh my goodness.
He's not feeling like I might take him back. I don't know what they doing.
What's up?
Yeah, they got a session to do. Yeah, he gotta go back and get feeling good.
What's wrong?
That was heavy.
That's what I think.
He said,
Appreciate
Bliss.
you, bro.
All right.
Busy Bliss.
You leaving Bliss?
Yo, don't
I
forget
got
to
one
send
down
me
kids.
Don't forget to send me information
I said I got one
about
down kids. Yeah, in the studio.
Oh, okay.
Man, King's Red. Oh, I got King Red. That's my
Don't forget to send me the information on the show next week.
Oh yeah, what's up?
I can't get you. I can't get you. I can't get you. I'll be there. Take your pictures.
double tap.
Definitely gonna try to show up.
Oh, what you do? Oh, he turned it down. That's all right. My son knocked over Miranda's
Man,
coffee
Bliss, shout out to my
last
man
week.
Bliss, too, bro.
All right.
We got downloadable cards you gotta give away for free too. We got downloadable cards you gotta give away for free too.
Okay.
I get my card.
Free there.
I have it.
I'm gonna go get them. Oh, we all great.
Man, I remember when he sent me this song and I listened to it. I was like, oh my God, yes.
So we got rid of everybody. True story on everything. The Supreme True Hollywood story. I started the group. Me and Mark.
What?
Started
We
the
started
group.
the number 44,000. So it was through
You
ourselves.
in groups.
No, it was me and you.
He trying to give me the real true Hollywood
I'm trying to
story.
give the True Hollywood story out of it.
Oh my goodness.
Like I wrote this whole record by myself. You know what I'm saying? I produced it, I wrote it, and
I did everything.
I imitated everybody's voice.
I told the beat. I told her what to do.
Oh,
This is how you rap.
I said, hold up. Y'all ain't good enough to be on this song. Let me do the whole thing. I said, look,
I need more liquor.
I need more liquor. And after that, I made the song.
Oh, I'm telling you, Jay, the last one we had, oh my goodness.
What up?
I just, like I said, I love the going, all that. I love it. Oh, you already know.
If y'all don't put that on American Home Video and get some money.
How long is left on the song?
2 minutes and 14 seconds.
That's how much is left? 'Cause that's a long ass
There's a
song.
whole bunch of
I just 5 minutes.
You should see when I wrote it.
Oh my Jesus.
When I wrote this song,
In 10 minutes. 6 verses in 10 minutes.
when I wrote it, I was 49. When I finished, I was 50. That's a true story.
That was 48 because
48.
this song speakers over.
Yeah, 48, then I was 49. See, it was hard getting his voice. I had to get his voice. Grand Centennial.
You know what we forgot? We forgot to say grand. We always forget grand. All
Grand
the time.
Centennial. And SD Weapon.
Yeah, we always, there's two we forget. All the time. You know we forgot to shout out grand.
I think you said grand.
Okay.
There's so many.
Shout out to
Grand
grand.
Centennial.
That's not bad. No cars.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, sir. That was heat of fire.
I know what I'm talking about.
You ain't downloading nothing with that thing, but yeah, okay.
Listen, downloadable cards.
You gotta download.
The Swarm. You would think that I'm not on this record. It's crazy.
Well, you on the backside of the flyer.
I'm not on any time.
You is on the flyer.
I am on the flyer.
See? We made sure you were
Look,
part of it.
night.
There you go.
It is a night.
That's an angel.
You gotta lift yours up. I gotta put mine on.
Right there. Well, it's kind of hard to see what but that's not a night.
That ain't
You
no
know, it
night.
could be an angel too, though.
That's an angel.
It could be
We
angel
got,
too, though.
that's the dude from 30th Street Station.
No, that's a
Griselda.
sword. That's a sword.
That's
I understand.
Griselda.
I mean, he holding something, but
That's a sword.
look like a mummy.
Mommy.
A mummy?
Look at them hieroglyphic things on his leg.
Hey yo, let me show you how it's supposed to be done.
You know you about to be famous.
If I was standing up, I could tell you.
Just that smooth,
Anybody
right?
could have did that.
That's when you got the proper size on.
Anybody could have. That ain't even
Ready?
watching.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight. Your girl Lisa, the Baltimore Paparazzi. That was the Swarm.
You want the night?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. I had said off air that when Judah sent me that song a while back.
I sent you
The original one.
Yeah.
That's the remix right there.
And I loved it as soon as I heard
I
it.
wrote the original too.
You need to write your lyrics. How you write that?
Chris Slater wrote your lyrics.
So who all was on the song?
On this version,
Me, and All About Me.
Yeah, Smooth Bass, myself, Lights Out, Fire Nation, SD the Weapon, some other guys. Grand Centennial, Father Time was on it.
Fire Nation.
And the dude that we got from the old folks home.
SD wasn't in it, he was just in the video.
Yeah, SD was in the video.
And shout out to Bravador for shooting the video.
And the song is on all
major
platforms.
And it says here, the official video is on YouTube.
Yes. And we actually about to drop our second and third singles coming up, and we have unofficial release single that's going to be coming up on DJ Flipside's Wu-Tang DJ Coalition 10-year anniversary. So it's a lot of work that we got going on. You know what I mean? It's just something that's really just going to help us, blast off the big reveal for when the album drops. It's going to be a big 2020. I'm planning two album releases with the core members and another album with the core members and affiliates.
Oh, okay.
Is that the song that's going to be by the Knights? I learned something new. That's not an angel, that's a knight.
Still no.
Not yet.
Still no.
I can't be petty.
No.
Come on, man. I need an answer to a question.
Nah, but yeah, everybody's gonna be on it. And like when I say big 2020, man, like as far as the collective, the brand, I created 144, the brand. Yeah, he did that. I created. I didn't want just the entity of just a hip hop or a group, so created a.
Thank y'all.
I created a whole format schematic of a business plan. So 144, there's 144 the group. There's 144 DJ Coalition, 144 production team, which is headed up by Smooth Mass Beats. We got the model page. I'm actually setting up photo shoots for the calendar that we're looking to do for next year. What else?
Merch.
Well, yes, the 144 merch is actually ran. It's actually a subsidiary through Letter Apparel. Mark Mills is definitely in charge of that. It's just something that I see for everybody says the Wu-Tang blueprint. I just think it's a blueprint towards success. Again, we have the Strength in Numbers album from 144. Then we have the 144 core and affiliates group album called The Hive. Higher Intelligence Vibrates Eternally. That's the name of the album.
Okay.
And we're gearing up for the solo releases. I have an album that's dropping on Hands On Music Entertainment / Meth Lab. I just dropped a surprise album earlier this week out of the blue. Lights Out is working on his album. Smooth Mass is working on this album. Fire Nation Flames is working on her album. MTM, which is Father Time, and Smooth Mass together. They're finishing up their project. So it's just like a lot of work.
Right.
You know what I mean? That I'm
You ain't
looking
seen that
for
about my project.
because you concoction.
Oh.
So me and Bruce coming out with an album.
I bet you are.
Called
But
145.
but Freem,
The Chosen Ones.
Freem
Chosen ones.
Freem just definitely had, he has his album and EP.
We're coming out with a Milk Boy I won this homegrown talent contest, this open mic last year. I was the season 1 winner, so you get a recording contract with Milk Boy the Studio. That's where like Uzi Vert and all the Atlantic artists, Meek Mills record. It's like the #1 studio in Philly. So I won the prize. They own a couple clubs, so I won it. And then so we working on that record, and it's coming out. It's gonna be like a homegrown Milk Boy presents Supreme Resurrected, homegrown winner, blah blah blah. So that'll be that, and then setting up my solo album, The Concoction, which is coming out with my solo stuff featuring all these guys. Everybody's supposed to be on it. It's going to be beautiful.
So it's definitely like a lot of work, a lot of preparation. Again, I wanted to have a big year as far as 2020,
Right.
but I wanted 2020 to set up the future also.
Right, because as I was gonna say, last year it seemed like just from like you with your tours and like every time I turned around, you were posting up that this was going on, that was going on. You stayed busy. You yourself stayed busy. So I can just imagine how all of this is going to be like. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. You know, it's just. Y'all are gonna be so busy this year, and
it was one of them things. Me and Lights was like literally just talking about this on the way up here. You know, there's a lot of trials and tribulations with dealing with like a whole entity. But I mean, and I'll be the first to take blame. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I can't just go with the live and direct. You know what I mean? So what I learned, you know, I've been going through some things health wise. So what I learned was to fall back, to formulate and create the bigger plan, you know what I'm saying, instead of just going at it and attacking it right then and there at the spirit of the moment. You know what I mean? So since this blueprint has been formulated, it really has allowed me to see the broad spectrum versus just seeing something that's way minute. And once I got my mind right with that, I was able to, you know, put together the radio interviews. I was put together, you know, some upcoming shows. Put together some video shoots and photo shoots. As far as the whole collective, I mean, the one thing about me, even though this is something that I put together, this was not something that I foreseen just for me. This is something I wanted to set up for everybody that I rocked with.
Right.
You see what I mean? So it was like I had to learn to fall back to move forward. You know, and since I have learned that, man, like, you know, since 2020 has hit, you know what I mean? And I started this, like, they didn't even know about the second album, you know what I mean? So there was a lot of stuff that I kept to myself, you know what I mean, to not prove to everybody, but just to get some fluidity with things. And once all that was formulated again with 2020 hit, it was just like, all right, boom, you know, look, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. You know what I mean? It was so a lot of stuff was a surprise to them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was a good surprise.
Yeah, it was a great surprise.
So, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, I just need, for me, I need 2020, you know what I mean, to really captivate, you know what I mean, so we can build towards everything during the future, you know what I mean? I got some other artists that I'm looking at right now, you know what I mean? I got some young boys that's with my son, like, you know, and they, you know, I literally just started working with them the other day, you know what I mean? So,
take his microphone from him.
yeah, but this
No
is,
more.
This is the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's again, like, you know, it's not 144 the crew, but as far as the collective, man,
Right.
like, I want to be able to touch each genre, not the R. Kelly touch. Let's put that out there. But
I'm
you know what I
an older
mean?
man that like all women. I'm an older man that love all women. I'm an older man that love all women.
But what I want to do, but seriously, like, you know what I mean? This is not some stuff that's just hip hop, man. And, you know, it was one of them things also too, where as though I had to focus on this brand.
Right.
I just don't
And
want you
not-
to spread yourself too
And
thin,
not
bro.
hold on. I had to focus on this brand and not the other brand that I represent also. You know what I'm saying? This brand is the most important brand for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I love Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? I know Light's about to say it. Like, I love my time with G-Unit, but this is my here, this is my now. You know what I mean?
It's your time.
And again, like, this is something that was just a thought, but as far as everybody, as far as the core group, this is something that, you know what I mean, I want to see definitely gain traction because everybody plays an intricate part.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like he just said, don't spread myself thin. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things where everybody play their part. You know what I mean? We're going to continue to do the things that we doing, and it's going to get to a point of time where, you know what I mean, even our hands they're going to have everybody else working for us. Again, I said earlier, like, we can't, you know what I'm saying, if we can't, you know what I mean, foresee ourselves as far as like having the confidence, the drive, and the consistency, you know what I mean, then it's not going to go nowhere. And
right.
That's where, this is where we at right now. Like, this is something that we are truly putting our hearts into. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to the albums, it comes down to the singles, it comes down to even just appearances. you know what I mean, this is what's going to captivate and motivate the brand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So are you gonna? Because I know you did your tour, last year. Are you gonna make your own tour, for the everything? Because I kind of figured that, like, you are like, and you've got everything. Okay, you like, it's like you've got a blueprint, like you said. You've got it almost like an outline when you're getting ready to write a story. I'm a writer, so when you write a story, so you got this outline already, like boom, 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 and now you're just like, okay, now we're gonna execute it.
But here's the thing about having my outline.
He always right.
I can write it, but it takes my team,
right?
You know what I'm saying, to bring it to the position that where it is,
right?
You know what I mean? Like I move.
Right.
And like, you know what I mean, Preem joke, but Preem texts me, he calls me all the time, Lights do too, sometimes even Mel's, and all the time of that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, you have to slow down, because again, I come up with so many parts of this outline, you know what I mean? But they the ones who make that outline manifest.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the part, I mean, of especially where we at right now. You know what I mean? That I'm really loving. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like boom.
The pieces is moving.
But the crazy thing is that everybody say, like, yo, Judah, you gotta take reins. And Preem always told me that, and I never, like, I knew what he meant, but I didn't know, like, the in-depth part of it. And Lights and everybody else would say the same thing. It's just like, yo, it's not a thing about, you know what I'm saying, taking the reins. Everybody has a position to play, but how can I expect, you know what I'm saying, somebody to know what I think they should know and make a move? You know what I mean?
Right.
So again, like, right now, we are definitely in a great position. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Swarm, this single right here is just the beginning. When it comes next month, there's a whole new plateau. You know,
right.
We definitely going out to Virginia. We're gonna film 2 videos for Nobody Moves and Sound the Alarm. The two singles that's gonna be off of the Strength and Numbers album. You know, and yeah. I can't wait. I actually would like to do a 3rd video for Creed of Assassins. You know what I mean? And everything that we do too. This the one we just did on Flipside.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I want to I don't want to just do some guerrilla shooting. I want to do theme type shooting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we did with Resistance. I mean, that was another 144 track that was actually on my album. You know, but to have Preem and Lights and Fire. By the time I was about to get there. By the time take part, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just an Edgar Allan Poe, Preem. I don't know what stands out like
the sheriff.
You know what I mean? But you know, that was a fun time, and actually that video shoot made me see all of this. So
right.
I mean, just like I said, man, 2020.
Just don't burn out.
I'm not gonna burn out.
Snap.
I'm not.
Stay healthy.
I got that Monster Energy drink that you drink.
Eat your gym.
Sugar in it.
Eat your Cheerios.
No pun intended.
You're gonna be all right.
These two, I swear, these two. I told Jay, I was like, I'm telling you, just wait. I mean, you don't know.
Shout
like,
out to Jay. Thank you for
Thank you for being patient with us, sis.
I was like, you
man,
just
you
don't know.
Anywhere.
You just don't
chose
know.
to be here.
You chose Zen.
Oh, I see what you did right there, bro. Oh, wordsmith.
See what I'm saying?
I didn't know he had that in him.
I'm saying, 13th grade is all right.
No, that's fine. Like I said, it's conversation.
It's your show.
But see, it's not just my show. It is my show for you guys to talk
we gotta
about.
Stop acting crazy on
No,
it sometimes.
because look,
we appreciate you tremendously too.
Yeah,
Like the
we
support
do.
you showed at the
Baltimore
event at
paparazzi.
Why They Like Shady release party. The event, the
Well, see,
support
usually
you showed me was amazing.
Well, usually
And
at
your
a
pictures
regular,
also.
thank you, at a regular show, it's anywhere from 1,200 pictures that I have on up that I take. I don't like to miss a shot, and usually I don't use my flash. I've gotten to the point now to where I have a lens and I can take pictures without the flash. I took a couple pictures, but I didn't like because it was just too much red. But I was like, I gotta use my flash. Oh my God, everybody, I was just like, ugh. But usually my pictures, I usually take everybody's got at least 100 to 200 plus.
Yeah, you got fancy.
I don't even mean the picture take. I'm just saying how you wear the front.
Folders.
Oh yeah, now everybody's got their own folders because I used to just put 200 in each folder and just be like and label for the
Part 1, Part 2.
Yeah, you go find your own.
Right.
But then the guy was like, okay, well what? Well, see,
That's considered.
well, I'm petty, and if I don't like you,
But that's gonna be a kumbaya moment.
no,
It went left real quick.
I'm petty. I'm really, really petty. And if I don't like you, but I still take pictures of you, you may get 10 pictures. Whereas somebody that I do like is going to get 200 plus.
You do know that everybody who only got 10 pictures now is like
Chill.
finding out.
They know.
They like,
They
hold
know.
on, hold on.
I have
my
taken
picture's blurry.
Judah. This is how petty I am. I was at an event. This was like when me and my ex broke up. He's an artist too. Me and my ex broke up. He decided he wanted to date my so-called best friend. They were on stage. They were in the middle of this group on the stage because Billy was like, "Oh, take a picture of everybody on stage." So I took a picture of this part right here and this part right here,
And the middle was out.
and to cut them two right out. The
Well, that
picture.
saved you your scissors.
You know, so I'm petty, and
You don't have to cut them
everybody
right out.
knows it. Like,
Princess Rosanna Ball said she loves you, then she wrote my Lisa.
who said that?
Princess Rosanna.
Ah, Stacy, that's my girl. She's the one that sang with BBK.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the.
I knew she looked familiar.
Yeah, she sings with BBK.
I was all flirty like, hey.
I've known her. I've known her forever.
How you doing?
I've known her forever.
They cousin or something?
What you talking
No,
about?
I don't know about that.
I didn't know.
I was like, where did that come from?
He
Anyway,
was like,
I don't know for shit.
Yeah.
but
now I have nothing to do with Alzheimer's.
I got old timers. Yeah, I do. But I admit it.
I don't claim nothing.
I admit a lot of stuff. I'm petty. I'm petty.
See, I'm learning not to be petty.
You know what? I'm trying
You
to,
get better.
but
You are getting better.
I'm at that age now, Judah, that I don't care.
I was already there.
See, his thing is when he gets too frustrated and he gets really, I guess he want to blast everybody in the world. So then he just diss us. So you see a disco dancer on the back, Supreme. I said, oh, he must.
Oh
be
my
mad
God!
with
No, the
somebody.
funniest thing is when these two get on Facebook and start going back and forth with the grifts and stuff. Oh my God!
It's just one day I was like,
Or
I'm
the
not taking this
memes.
no more.
Oh my goodness!
I don't do that.
I stopped.
Not anymore.
I'm like,
I haven't
I'm
seen you do that in a
Thanks.
while.
Yeah, I think who do that in a while?
He just
You just did it.
Did he? I missed
But now
it.
he don't do memes. He just put
I did that.
videos
You
up.
just did it.
What
You got
I
like
do?
the whole squad.
What I do?
Yeah, he did. You did everybody.
We got like everybody. So you ain't gonna respond? Nope, I'm not playing games with dude. He got
I
it.
said, nope. You got Grand Centennial.
Right. He was doing shit boss did.
Man, like I'm at work. Why you playing with me?
That wasn't me.
Somebody hacked your page.
Yeah, my page got hacked. I don't know what y'all talking
Like,
about.
I didn't do nothing, man. This guy, he's like, that's
Like, I got a phone call. I was like,
that's
yo,
what you think
you just
about
bombed
me, Jim.
I'm like, what?
He had the little light skinned dude looking
Yeah.
like, what's the guitar?
Look like Jay Holiday.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Yo, that wasn't me.
He was singing though.
Okay, Shaggy.
that wasn't
Okay,
me.
Shaggy.
I don't do stuff like that no more, man.
No,
like,
no more and no less.
Yeah.
No more and no
That
Man,
less.
that was man, stop bringing up the past, man.
That's
I didn't, that wasn't me. I don't know. They just used my page. I don't know how that happened.
No,
Really, you the most private person in the world. Ain't nobody giving you a
nobody
page.
did nothing to nobody.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just because I got 4 passwords and the facial, recognition lock
Exactly.
on my Facebook, that don't mean that, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
you. You
the
said
government,
it's you.
It was the government.
It was the
You
government.
said
It
it's you.
Government.
was the
All right,
government.
ODB.
The government did it.
ODB.
Government did. That wasn't me. I didn't do that.
No.
Yeah, but that's how you know he's really.
I wasn't mad.
That's how he. Nah, I'm not mad, but I'm saying
No.
that's how you
When you
release
get
your
bored.
pettiness
I wasn't
and you
bored
get
either.
bored. I don't know what's
I
wrong
was
with
playing
you.
video games.
Well, you need to keep playing. Keep on playing the video games.
Playing video was up,
Leave. One day we're gonna turn on you. We're just gonna jump you.
Somebody gonna record it.
You gonna get a whole bunch of memes. Bling 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 bling.
No,
That wasn't me.
But he like that kid though. You can't play with.
Exactly.
Because if you punch him, he punch you, and you punch him back. The only way you gonna stop the punching back and forth, you gotta really.
This
kill
is not
him.
like going on Judah. Man.
Exactly.
Like,
That's why I don't
didn't
even get
do that.
involved in
You
it.
gotta lay him down.
Like y'all be playing in the hotels and everything.
I don't even
Like,
get involved in it.
no, he said, "I'm gonna get this off of me."
Nah,
It's like the
This
fifth
the
one.
dude
It's like
when
he
you
got
get
like
a
5
hotel
different
room.
times.
You talking about when you say you gotta tip the person?
Yeah.
You gotta tip it when he get there because he jump. He take all your sheets off your bed
If you don't take your mattress.
and put it in the tub.
All right, so okay, I put your mattress in the tub.
One time.
You know what I'm
I knew
saying?
it was
So
coming.
you imagine somebody, the
I
lady
knew it was
coming,
coming.
the lady coming.
You know
to
what?
take
You better be
your room,
lucky it wasn't my hotel.
And then he
Oh.
and then he jump on the bed like when you first your bed all nice and neat.
Hey, no, yo,
On
he
everyone's
jumped-
bed, though. It's not one person's bed.
Hey, no,
though. It's
yo, remember-
everyone's bed.
Yo, remember when I took CEO mattress down the hallway?
Yeah, you take it and put it on the elevator, so you gotta go down the first floor to get your bed back, or either you gotta sleep on the floor. Because if it's 3-4 o'clock in the morning, you be like, come on, man,
No,
my
all right,
I'm gonna just sleep
all right.
on the floor.
I got Lioness Roars. Lord, that was me in Fire Nation though. So I wasn't by myself. I had a partner in crowd.
He had a co-conspirator.
Nah, because her hotel room was next to the elevator. We was going downstairs to smoke a cigarette anyway. So I just FBI knocked on her door while I had Fire Nation hold the door. And by the time she got to we was downstairs already.
Oh my God.
So we go to breakfast. She's like, yo, man, you know somebody was banging
They
on
was
my door?
knocking at my door and running in the hotel. I told them kids they better stop playing. They laughing. They like,
Oh, my
I'm like, I know
God.
who it is. You ain't got to say no more. I know who it is. That's that
And
crazy.
it'd be at weird ass times. Like we'll
Okay.
get to the hotel at like 6.
So-
And everything's fine.
That's
I
why
mean,
And then
I
at
know.
like
I know.
10:37.
I
go
ran,
back to
I ran,
Virginia.
I ran in
You
your
gonna start
homeboy.
running
I ran
around.
in your homeboy room with a super soaker and wet everybody up.
Only thing
With
he
a
ain't
onesie
done
on.
yet is
With a
What
onesie
a
on.
onesie on.
Yeah, then he want to just. He
Had an
think
AK-47 and super soaker.
he think he's
It was Call of Duty.
Deadpool or something.
I was
Larry, what's up?
I'm surprised you even remember the name, man. Good job.
I'm proud of him.
Oh my
I'm proud of
goodness.
him for that.
Good job.
Cultural. Look at him. Look at
Oh,
him.
my
Look at him.
goodness.
His daughter told him that. That's what happened.
I know Deadpool. I'm not
What you saw on the showbox?
I am not oblivious to pop culture.
Did you just say pop culture?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's a word, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
but
a thing, ain't it?
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. You just showed
I'm
yourself
saying,
there.
I don't do things like that no more. I'm reformed.
Reform, yeah.
We'll see.
So glad. First of all, everyone, forgive him for anything that he's done over the past 8 years that we've been rocking as 144,000 children. Are we gonna have an anniversary party?
What again?
Weird.
Are you banned from hotels?
Oh, the CEO just texted me
Because
too.
he gets away with it.
Oh, yo, he just said, yo, okay, so apparently CEO watching because he's like, yeah, when I put his mattress in the elevator, he's like, yeah, that was funny.
It's funny now. It wasn't funny then though.
Yo, he was mad.
It was
I'd be mad
it was
too.
nowhere near funny when it happened.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then
you
when
can always
when-
laugh about stuff
And when your
later.
sheets get in the shower and they turn the water on like a big kid.
Oh, no, wait, nah. I took all your toilet paper out of the bathroom and put it
No,
in
he
the
take
shower.
and then he'll go to your rack, all your towels that's hanging up all nice. And you know, this is you 3 o'clock in the morning, you can call the downstairs or whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't have nobody. And then take them and throw them off the rack into the shower, into the toilet in the shower and stuff.
Oh my goodness! I think he got adult ADD.
He got a problem.
He got adult ADD.
He
He trying to find-
he got he got a whole bunch of
I
them.
don't even remember none of the stuff that they're talking about right
You just got
now.
me talking about it.
Yeah,
What
he
happened?
just
I
explained
only
it.
5 seconds ago. What happened?
That's true.
Oh my!
That explains a lot.
Man, that's Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Whew, yes.
I'm 10 second Tom. My name Tom.
So anyway, the swarm is
I'm
out.
glad y'all can't see my face.
The swarm is out available on all platforms. We have download cards for you if you want to
Yeah,
get to the listeners.
You got them down there. So who want to talk about them?
These are download cards for the swarm. Put
Hold
in-
on, wait. Make sure you tell we just go to the barcode and then we don't want nobody. Yeah, Lewis a free 144.
No, it's only for one song.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, go
it's
ahead.
just
That's the swarm.
I was joking.
I don't know, man. You know
He's
how
like,
it
I
is.
was joking.
Well, you did load it up wrong.
I did.
Everybody listened to the album for free.
No.
I know, yeah.
I was like, you gonna give it away?
Yeah.
The game is to be sold, not told.
I'll
Tell you, we on a mission.
Right.
Sell everything.
Everything.
Everything must go,
Everything.
including you.
Well, technically, it's still Saturday, so shouldn't you be selling everything else that you be selling on the corner?
Oh my goodness! Here we go.
If
If I've not learned one thing since I've met
I don't like
Judah,
Then
well,
you
besides
crazy.
that, is
Play
that
too much.
Besides that.
You play too much.
who plays too much?
You do.
Oh my goodness!
That's this guy. He played too much. I keep him balanced.
I've noticed one thing about you. Judah likes to have fun, and he jokes and he plays.
I like to be a douche.
He's a 12-year-old trapped in a grown
Well, you know
man's
what?
body.
I can't say the word on air.
What?
Donald Trump?
Yes.
And
I love, and
No,
I
but
want
see,
to.
I'm
Like, you know.
like, so, but I'm like,
That's
like
Kanye,
2 levels
Donald
above.
Trump all rolled up in one.
I am a proud douchebag. I will admit that. I wear it as a badge of honor.
You need to go to church and get delivered.
What church you go to?
The one that you ain't going to. That's why you need to be there and get some of that.
They need their own show.
Hey, don't your pastor got a Bentley?
No.
You're not retractable roof, right?
Yeah. We are a humble church.
Oh, he said we are.
Shout out to Bishop Lane running for city council.
You go to church with Biscuit, right?
No, Biscuit go to church by
Everybody be in the bar on Saturday, go to church. Ah, hallelujah! Falling on the ground.
We was going to do a show at Biscuit Church, and they shot up the.
Wait, what?
They shot up the church. They shot up the venue.
Seriously?
They got holy bullets.
They was like, y'all can't perform at this festival because they still shooting out here.
Oh my goodness, where
Oh,
was
yo,
this
I
at?
remember that. I remember that. That
Twice
was
in a row, 2 years in a row. He was like, y'all performing? Nope.
told y'all that we don't like hip hop.
We good. We take-
Hey, yo, wait. So why we just say that? Then my boy Deacon Tyrone Brown just get
Praise the Lord.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna shout. I should have bought a Hyundai.
Oh. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Oh my goodness.
And the Billy Goat you ride on.
Y'all play too much, man. Y'all ain't never serious, man.
Only thing about we have this new single called "The Swarm" out right
Last 15 minutes.
Swarm remix, and it's featuring Father Time, Smooth, Masterpiece, Supreme, Judah Priest, Fire Nation, Grand Centennial, and Lights Out. And video shot by my man from VA, El Bravador. And what else we do?
And it's on all social
platforms.
streaming services.
We like the kids. You can just stream it. You don't have to go to the store and buy it old school style. You just stream it.
Do they even sell CDs still in the stores?
Supreme do.
Not live.
Why I just set myself up? I just set myself up for that. We didn't know.
CDs sell good at live shows, especially with the Juggalo audience. Shout out to all the Juggalos that support us. Whoop, whoop.
Cause
They love CDs. A lot of older generations still love CDs.
We went to we were down in Houston. I was down in Houston with Body More Big Steve a couple years ago, and he had a girl handing out free CDs. It was a single. I think it was one of them was him and Fatboy DZ and Test Me, who is he still with Future's label?
Mm-hmm.
Free bands. And it's called Professional. And then the other one, I think it was the song that they've got with Turk from the Hot Boys.
No, shout out to Turk. That's my boy right there.
And we still trying to get him to shoot this video. We're supposed to be shooting a video with
Did we
Chopper.
talk about that the last time?
Yes.
I had the show with him, the day before?
I think so. But we were down there and she was handing out CDs and people kept saying, "Oh, well, I don't got a CD player. I ain't got a CD player. I don't have a CD player."
You get my CD back.
Yeah.
You know, and so
I
I do everything on my phone now. I got
Well, here's the thing with it though. A lot of I still press up physical copies,
right?
But a lot of the fans, what they do is they really like the
autograph,
right?
You know what I mean? And they hang it up. I be having dudes hit me up on Instagram like all the time who they take pictures of each like Wu-Tang member album that they got, and then they made like a whole. They took the album jackets and made a whole collage.
Mm-hmm.
So dude he like super paint like his whole wall, like like 2 walls. So that's what they really get a kick out. You know what I mean? Just having the memorabilia. You know what I mean? Other than that, there's no big supporters who buy who stream it and download it and still buy the physical copies, whatever.
Because I had gotten David Banner's God Box when it came out. And then when I went down to we went down we were down in Houston, and then we left Houston. Dang. somebody's exhaust. So we left Houston and we went to New Orleans because that's what we do. We fly into Houston, we drive to New Orleans, and on our way that morning we looked and he was going to be at Peaches Records, and we always go to Peaches. And I was like, David Banner's going to be. He was like, and Steve was like, I think we should get there before 4:00.
Right.
So we get there, and you had to buy something in order to meet him, and so he could sign it. So I ended up buying the CD again, so I could meet him and sign it and everything. And Raheem Devon walked in. This was during the Essence Festival a couple years ago.
Raheem Devon's dope. Yo.
Raheem walked in, and Raheem, like, all the girls like, oh, can I take a picture with you? And I'm like so laid back that I've met famous artists and stuff, and I'm like, what's up? How you doing? You know, if I met Ghostface, that's a whole different thing. You know, that's a whole different thing. But
Look, they got something.
and even this past last Frozen Harbor, I was at the stage at Ram's Head, and Method Man and Redman were performing, and I had just put my camera down, and I'm standing there, and I'm kind of like looking at the crowd, and Redman's right here. All of a sudden, this water splashed up.
That was Meth.
Meth had spit water out on the stage, and it splashed up on me, and I went straight Poplar Grove, and it was like, what the? And I looked up, and he looked at me, and he seen it on my face, and because I was getting ready to cuss somebody out, and then like within 2 seconds, I realized it was him, and I was like, oh, calm down.
Oh, so you calmed down because it was Meth.
I calmed down, and he was like, I am so sorry. In the middle of the show, I'm so sorry, and I was like, it's all right, it's all right.
Who was that sprayed me with water that time? Was that Onyx?
Oh my goodness, they were at
And they
Frozen
took the
Harbor a
water,
few years
remember
back.
that Gotham? And the guy, he just took the water and threw it on me like that. So I took a
So you
big bottle of
just
water
gonna- so you just
and
gonna-
threw it back at him. I should
So you just gonna be on air, I mean, you know what I mean, telling the truth that you letting grown men through.
Oh my goodness,
Water.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Icing everybody.
But
Vanilla
anyway,
Wow.
so
What kind
Rodney,
of water was that? SPF 69.
so all the girls,
I did your puzzle.
all the women, all the girls was like, all you
See
know,
how she said
okay.
women?
They were all like trying to get.
I'm an older man that like all women. I'm an older man.
Oh
that
my
like
God, let me get through
He's
this.
like, oh my God, honestly,
We only got 10 minutes.
But
We all
so all they were all like trying to get. Oh, can I take a picture? And I'm like just standing there, and he kept looking at me, and I looked at him. You know how like you see somebody like you recognize,
Yeah.
but we've never met.
Mm-hmm.
And like he just kept looking at me. I was like, "Hi, how you doing?"
How you doing? Good.
And it wasn't until he was getting ready to leave. I said, "Excuse me, can I get?" Sure, yeah. He was all high. I was like, but he is, he was really a nice guy down there. David Banner was super duper nice, and everything else. Like I said, I've met a lot of people, and like I said, I collect CDs. Like I have a lot of CDs. I think I have a couple of J CDs from the grand opening. I think I have the grand opening, and I think I have another one. But I collect them. But
They still sell them at Walmart.
so somebody must be
Somebody
buying them.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering
even
because
vinyl coming back.
I'm gonna tell you what
Like big bands,
I
they put their stuff on
absolutely
vinyl still.
love to hear. Like I want to get a record player. Like I've been like for the past few years, I want to get a record player.
Because now they got them that go straight to your USB.
Right.
They got some good.
But I really like. I love hearing
It's
that
expensive.
needle on the vinyl.
Yeah.
They're crackling.
It's just I don't know if it's because we like
It's
nostalgia.
It's nostalgic.
Like I like listening to 90s and early 2000s hip hop. I like listening to that R&B, and I like because it takes me back. Sometimes it takes me back to a good place. Sometimes it doesn't take me back to a good place.
That's what music's supposed to
And
do.
that's in my music. I say this all the time. Music is therapy for me, and it's therapy for you as an artist as well.
Only albums, if I had to do vinyl, there's only 2 albums I wanted to like, back 3. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson's Thriller, Prince, Purple Rain, and Tina Turner's first album. First solo album. Those are the only ones that I want, you know what I'm saying, vinyl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because I'm sure.
I'm quite sure you do got vinyl. You got the first
I
record player.
got Bobby Brown's girlfriend on vinyl. I got a whole. My man
You
was.
edition,
We
you
used to exchange records.
You mean
Because
edition?
You do edition?
DJ.
You mean the addition? You said Bobby Bray.
You said Bobby Bray. You mean do addition?
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like
forget the other. This
You should forget the other.
Group. That's why this is 1.4 is like. It's
Dollar.
Dylan.
Cream and them guys.
Bobby Brown and
I mean, with addition.
we was thinking about changing. We was talking about on our way up here. Me and Mark was talking to Yvette, and we was thinking about changing the name to Supreme in the 144,000 shows.
Okay.
Don't nobody want to see you, Otis.
Okay.
That's been my go-to lately. That's been my saying been lately.
He said, ain't nobody checking for you, Otis.
So that's the name of the group?
Supreme the Resurrected, and I like that.
We
gonna be on stage. We gonna be on stage, and Mark gonna go out there.
He said, "You gonna put me in this?"
Mark gonna go on stage. He gonna be like, Supreme says he's not coming out until y'all agree. Supreme 144,000 shows.
You do know everything that you just said was in Eminem's and D12 My Band video, right?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was in the movie.
So that's not original.
Either way, I like the way he think. You know what I'm saying? When he was like, he said, ain't nobody checking for you.
Nobody checking for you.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, y'all play too much.
It's all good. So what y'all think about that? Supreme, like,
why is that even a question?
Right.
Like, you think that's a good idea, though?
I'm
No.
just trying to get to the point.
on air. That's why he's doing it.
I'm just trying to get to the point of
Right.
when does it make sense to follow somebody who can't even get out of their sweat jacket?
I'm gonna show you.
Because how, like, what if we look like we supposed to be performing and you struggling on stage and take off this damn sweat jacket?
That's when we get ready to do say.
That's gonna be in the next video.
Let me
Watch.
ask this question. Though,
You
right?
ain't doing.
If you remember,
It's because my arm.
if you remember, do we have to register for AARP?
I got that already. I am a proud member of AARP,
I will be after December.
and believe me, you gonna be wanting it when we get that 10% discount at the hotel. That's like the new AAA. Look at it. Look how easy it come on. You just can't
Take
get it
it
off
off.
like that. No, I ain't doing that. We ain't going through that. We ain't going through that again. You know what I mean? This is the last time y'all laugh at me with my sweat jacket. Can you pull it back there?
Hell no. Do your own.
Y'all almost made me just spit this water out.
It won't be the first time.
Put the jacket down. I'm all right now. I got it.
Why you gotta hold your breath like that, huh?
Why you gotta hold your breath?
Why you holding your breath?
Oh my
See?
God.
They're in the business.
See? He said, see?
See how the ribs are working? This is a retract. This is a
Oh
superhero
my
suit.
God.
Retractable.
Yeah.
You about to say retractable sweatsuit?
This is a superhero suit.
My man got on the wall.
I am a superhero. This is the Supreme the Resurrected superhero suit. We will have a new line of these coming out from Letter Apparel.
Shit.
It's called.
We paid a fine.
It's called.
My bad.
It's called
It had to come out.
TASS.
Yo, nobody want to wear no thought sweatsuit.
Tight ass sweatsuit.
Fine, number 2. Thanks,
My
man.
fault. As my great grandmother say, ass ain't no curse word. No, you curse grandma.
Oh, God.
Ass
America.
ain't no curse word. It's in the Bible. You took the jawbone of an ass.
You put the jawbone on it.
No, my grandmother had every whore. She's like, whore is not a curse word. It's in the Bible. Reba was a whore. Hey, wasn't she Bible boy?
I take my
Great hair.
I take my initial statement back about Judah having ADD because Supreme got ADD. He just went all the way. I don't know where that.
Actually, I lost some of my oxygen that went to my brain.
Exactly, he lost some of the oxygen.
Because you would have just pulled the back down. I wouldn't have had.
No, I'm not touching no back of nada.
See, you just.
No.
You just made it weird.
No, it was weird when he asked me.
Weird.
But this ain't weird though. When I'm trying to get back,
You can't even move your arm straight, bro.
It's on man. Now I can fight crime.
He's like, he said I can fight crime.
Like it's up on there, like it's a box and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can do that. Look.
Oh my God.
This is what. See, you being in fashion now. I don't know. You being in fashion. Anybody digging fashion? My brother's a fashion stylist. And he was telling me
He let you dress like that?
it ain't about this is the new
What is
album.
That ain't my fault.
This ain't about the loose baggy
Oh, he's
thing
about
that
you.
we used in the 90s, 3, 4, 5 X's.
What brother? I need to know. What brother we
You know
talking
my
about?
brother Jason, my little brother.
Oh.
Jay?
He's real
Is he the
broke.
one who? Is he the one who picked out the 101 Dalmatian suit that you
No, I
wear?
did that. This is one of my 4 sweatsuits. I got 4 or 5 of them. I'm telling you, I bought them. They was on sale.
You know who Preem is? He Jerome from Martin.
Jerome House.
Jerome in the house.
Jerome House.
I'm just a player.
From the
He even had to dance down
That's
there.
the joke. But I'm telling you, that's what. But he said fashion today is not about. It's fitting.
Right.
Like a 3X supposed to fit like a 3X. See, this is hip
Not
hop.
for us,
This
though,
is
dog.
true hip hop.
Not for us.
Man.
What is true hip hop?
New hip hop
It's
is
true.
new hip
Yeah,
hop
it
is fitting.
I just can't do it.
Wait. You said new hip hop?
Yes.
New hip hop is.
Wait. I'm sorry. Wait.
I mean,
For
fashion.
who? New hip hop for who?
All right.
No.
We already had this discussion before. It's a difference between hip hop and rap. We've already had this
I
discussion.
dress like
way
mumble
more
rap.
times.
Thank you. Say that again.
So,
say that again.
It's a
Say it
difference between
again.
hip hop and rap.
Thank you.
But I am
So the
hip hop.
title clothes is
Hold
rap.
on. You want to be, if you understand the new generation of artists, they don't consider themselves anything except for rock stars.
And that's what I am. I did that. I was the first rock star. I'm the one that started them all.
Did y'all catch that
Oh,
look?
So he said that.
Wasn't I a rock star, Mark?
He's
Supreme
gonna
and
co-sign
the new
that on
experience.
camera.
Wait, yo, go
Go
ahead,
ahead on
co-sign.
camera. Go ahead, co-sign.
Go ahead,
on
co-sign.
camera. On
Yeah, we
camera.
all got 2 minutes left.
I've been a rock star. I've been a rock star. I was the one that started that Johnson Law. I was out.
So what you, Little Richard, now?
You're
I
gonna
started.
keep
started
going
it
with the
all.
story. You gonna roll with the story.
I'm still stuck with the point. He said,
All because
he
I got
dressed
a
new
tight
hip hop.
sweatsuit. Like none of this would have been an issue if nobody would have teased me about my sweatsuit.
What would have been the issue? You could have got out of this sweatsuit.
It would have been an issue.
No.
Yo, for one, you know what perplexes me?
What?
He know how I get. Everybody knows me.
Exactly.
He chose to put that on. Like I wasn't, like you knew I was going to say something.
We tried not to laugh. We have witnesses that we tried not to
I
laugh.
tried.
Until your arm got
Well, a
like
young
here.
lady that I'm talking to, she likes me in sweatsuits, so I
No.
want more sweatsuits.
She doesn't like you enough not to tell you the truth about your thought suits.
Don't hate on my sweatsuit, man.
And we're not hating on it.
Just be happy that I'm here live, sitting next to you as a
Okay, Tim, man.
fire-breathing brother.
Okay,
Fire-breathing brother.
'Cause I spit hot flames, man.
Hot flames, bro. Hot flames.
I mean, we are not as lyrical and listening as hard as you are.
Oh my goodness.
Because
What
Lights
in the
Out,
Wizard of Oz is going on right now?
I
Lights
don't
Out
know.
is a spitter. Judah Priest, you are a philosopher. Yes.
I can go with that.
Are you,
I can go with
are you a
that.
philosopher? Yes.
Yes, you are.
I think very deeply.
I'm still stuck
Hip
on
hop
I don't got
trivia.
WD-40.
First of all, I don't need the
Exactly what it
Once you get this show,
Hey, yo, you
once-
notice
once
every time he move his arm, you hear.
Once the one shoulder get out, you can slide right on out of it. You know what I'm saying?
getting that shoulder
I was sore from the gym the other day.
I thought you was a week off.
No, I did that last week.
Oh.
This is my week back. This is my
Okay.
first week back. It's all right.
Oh, we-
I'm gonna take you to the gym.
No, sir, I'm good. I don't want to go to that gym that you go to.
I'm gonna. Microphone punch me in the mouth.
So you get punched in the mouth by microphone.
Oh.
Mic checks, huh?
Mic check.
So first, you letting grown men Onyx spit water on you, and then
No, they threw it on me.
and now you get getting punched in the mouth by microphones. I need to move seats.
We gonna sit on planes together,
No, we not.
trains together,
No.
automobiles
Fly first
together.
place.
Right.
You are my
Ninja, I'm
travel.
walking. I'm walking. You gotta sit next to me. I'm walking.
We gonna be right like this.
No, sir, bro.
All three of us.
You want Indiana or no?
No. That's too far for me.
Yo.
I thought about that trip I was gonna go. I said, "Yo, that's past Chicago." No, it's not past Chicago. It's right before Chicago. That's yeah. That's a lot of riding. I've been there.
Oh my goodness! I cannot tell you how
I
much that
apologize,
I have loved this show today.
And you got all your stuff you needed to say on your notes?
Yeah, I'm gonna re-say it. I'm gonna redo it.
Go ahead, get it
We gotta
done.
sing a song. Way off to see the wizard.
I can't deal
Is
with
that the new single by Supreme in the 144,000?
No, you get black girl. Remember that?
Oh my goodness!
older man to love all women. I'm an older man to love all women. I'm an older man to love all women.
I can't do it, y'all. I can't.
Yo, he about to start breakdancing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I showed
Come
her
on,
the
Turbo.
move. I showed her. I said, "Yo, there's a part of my set where I played James Brown, and I remember James Brown was on Soul Train, and he dipped down and
Yo,
came
Bree,
back up, and I
Just
did
like
it.
a casual
I
Morris
did it,
David
and he was like,
right
"Oh Lord, no, he didn't." But the crowd loved it, you know. I do it for the people.
Oh my goodness.
I don't do it for y'all. I do it for the crowd.
He went to Gladys Knight Pips.
No, we are the Knights.
And right there, you were technically dressed like it.
Good one. That was a good one.
Oldest day of the Knights.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I hope everybody watching this has enjoyed this
Thank y'all.
show
Hey, yo, what's more
as much
shiny?
as I have.
What's more shiny? His kryptonite or his sweatsuit right now?
See the events.
He went outside the corner media and came back like it was cool.
Keep explaining
He's like,
the
oh,
events,
look.
how when the muscle pop up, the events.
Yo, when
jump
you stop,
over.
man, ET
You
phone
know what I'm
home.
saying?
I couldn't hold it.
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
The events right here. Right?
Oh my God.
Why are we selling this sweatsuit?
Yeah, we was on this special
Why are we
for like 20
selling this?
minutes.
Why are we selling this sweatsuit?
Tomorrow
right
I'm
now?
gonna wear my Dalmatian one.
You have a Dalmatian stop.
Yes, you
He
didn't
know
see
you ain't seen
You
it.
never seen this one?
No.
He the 102nd
You never
Dalmatian.
seen the hip-hop
It's just
Dalmatians?
black with a
No.
bunch of white
Is it
spots
really
on it. It's
serious?
all right.
Yes.
Y'all let him wear it?
No, I ain't let him do
No,
that.
man.
He chose that.
Y'all been outside with him with
It's
that?
in the video. It's in the concoction.
He went to he went to New York in it.
It's in the
He
concoction.
You went to New York with him?
Yes.
Well, that makes sense.
It worked out good.
From Harlem.
I'm gonna come down to Baltimore next time.
He look like the
I'm gonna
lost
wear my
member.
leopard one.
Oh my God. He's gonna wear
He
his
look like the
leopard
lost
one in
member of the
Baltimore.
village people, yo.
I'm telling y'all
Yo,
now.
I'm gonna kill y'all
wear that
now.
when he
Just-
with me, I'm not walking with him.
Yo, do the YMCA.
Because 90 talked about my feet at the swimming pool. From then on, Aquaprine was born. Everywhere I go, I make sure I take a picture of my feet at a swimming pool. And now it's a thing. People would be like, "Yo, where's your pool picture?" So it became a thing. So now, because of you,
Yo, your media
I'm going
rock
to wear
around in there, bro.
every form of animal sweatsuit,
Oh my God.
including chinchilla.
All right, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you wear a cheetah form of sweatsuit, that's crossing the line.
I'm gonna have cheetah,
my
lion, tiger,
That, like, cheetah
bear,
makes you questionable.
or my.
Why? Pigeon, you want a pigeon?
Yo, what's up with that photo shoot with you, Mr. Ed?
Oh.
Ooh.
That wasn't even a diss to me. That's the sad part about it.
It wasn't.
That
But,
wasn't. That's not even cool.
That's not cool.
Oh,
We here now.
Yeah, now.
We here now.
It's been fun. It's been so good. That's a long ride to Philadelphia. This has been such
Yo,
a.
don't you and Super gotta say
It's been so lovely to be here.
What's up with you and Super single?
What you talking about?
That's single. You want Super? God.
It's been a pleasure. I want to thank you so much for having us tonight. It's been awesome. You've been this audience powerful.
Hey, look, you got stitches.
Radio has been so awesome.
superb.
And we want to thank y'all. And from the bottom of my heart, from Supreme and the Resurrect and 145, we want to say thank you.
Yo, see y'all here had to move his arms in slow motion, right?
Oh my gosh.
That's because the Vince is working.
My head is
Yo, this dude moving like Optimus Prime.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna run down my itinerary that I have. Like I said, this is my last show here at Power 4.4.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You was
Yeah. I don't know if it's a permanent thing. I just got too much going on right now. Frozen Harbor next weekend, 28th to the 29th. I will be at Lucky's Tavern both nights. I'm the main photographer there for Frozen Harbor. March the 15th, I will be at Charm with Jay Stone. I'll be taking pictures there. March 18th, I will be in Houston. And then the 19th and 20th, I will be in Austin at the South by Southwest with Swisher House. Bodymore Big Steve and Fatboy DZ are performing on Swisher House's stage with Highway Yellow. And I also shout out to Billy Live for being in the Baltimore Sun newspaper and the Carroll County paper for what he's been doing for the youth in Carroll County. I think it's basically Westminster. And and that's a big thing to have a underground artist. I don't like to say local. I think it's, I don't know, an underground artist on the Baltimore Sun, and front page Baltimore Sun. It really means something. So, and I think he's got an upcoming tour as well. So that's what I have going on, coming up, just in the end of February and in March. And like I said, I'm going to try to continue my show, but on a different, in a different vibe, a different way.
So Prince can't wear his thigh suit no more?
Nope.
All I know is
At that time, it would be something.
He probably still wear it.
Look out for the Supreme, the Resurrected, and the 144,000 Chosen Few tour coming to a town near you.
So,
and for you, lovely lady, we just want to say, in the voice of my new group, the Knights, and I'll take with me my sunshine after the rain.
But I will say this though, from day one you've been a true true supporter. Like we really do appreciate you.
Yes, we really do.
You know what I'm saying? Like from day one, you always giving us that opportunity to come share. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even with the laughs and everything, so we truly do appreciate you.
Because I would have called the cops by now. But one of these people got to go to Baltimore prison.
I wouldn't do that to. Well, I wouldn't do that. I don't think I'd do it to my worst enemy right there. Sending y'all to Baltimore City. Exactly. You will not be seen till Monday. You'll be sleeping on that hard floor.
I do not want to go
Not
to jail.
Judah.
Yo, Judah ain't on nobody prison.
Not happening.
Matter of fact, stop saying my name on here, man. You all got warrants.
So, you want to give everybody where they can find you at on social media, where they can find 144,000 Chosen Few.
I'm Supreme at Supreme DR on Instagram, Supreme the Resurrector on Facebook.
She said we can find a group at.
It's each individual and the group.
And the group can be found on 144,000
Dave Ruffin
Chosen Few, and that's CHZN Few. Instagram, we are the same thing, 144,000 CHZN Few, Chosen Few, and on Twitter, same thing.
It's called branding.
That's awesome.
I wish I could zoom in on my phone to Judy's face.
I'm really just mad that he was really surprised about that.
Right.
I knew it wasn't chosen like CHOSEN. So what? Anyway, I knew that wasn't gonna be the one. But
Sally Mae.
144,000 Chosen Few at everything. 140. Supreme DR. Go ahead, Judah.
We definitely.
Go
We
ahead.
can bring it down. Just visit us at www.144,000chosenfew.com.
Okay.
Find everybody and everybody be there.
Everybody.
You find my link?
No.
No, it's probably being taken off as we speak.
all content. We're going, from the brand that's going to be on there. Plus, each individual member content will be on there as well. Our calendar is connected to all our social media platforms too. So, one-stop shop.
Okay.
Yeah, we better be going on tour because
and the thing about it is with my show being on Saturday, it was putting me in a bind where I couldn't go and support like I wanted to. Like there was time, like Judah, like my birthday. Was it not this year? It was last year. It was like, come on up, because he had a show, and I wanted to, but I think I had a show that night or something. I was like, So I mean, this is like this is freeing me up from being to be able to go out and do more of what I want to do, which is support. I have a catalog of artists over the years. And I've taken pictures. I've got a couple pictures. I think I've done Raekwon. I've done Raekwon. Like I said, I did Redman and Method Man last year. Onyx. I met. Stop! I'll do it. Dragon. I met Dragon a couple years ago.
Shout out to my boy Drag.
He is awesome. Like he was so nice. He was out front of the venue. My homeboy was like, "Sis, take this picture for me, please." I was like, "All right." I said, "Then take a picture for me," because usually I don't get pictures with people. You know, one of my favorite pictures is of me and you standing at Charm. We weren't paying attention, and Latrice, which is Sweet Face Pics, she took the picture and we was just laughing. I don't know what we were talking about. We was laughing.
I'll be honest with you. I think we was talking about somebody. Somebody was doing something weird on stage.
Probably so. I'm known for that. You should see one of my apparently one of everybody's favorite profile pictures of me standing at stage, and I'm looking over because there was some shenanigans going on, and I'm just like, the look on my face is like, what the?
Did you just do that?
What's that?
You just took that monster back like that?
Yeah.
Right, that was crazy.
No, it was not him. It was this corner.
The spit?
But
I don't do that.
I just for me I just like to capture. My whole thing is capture the moments on stage. I like capturing what you love to do, and
You do it well.
well, thank you. And I've only taken a few pictures of you, but you know, that's what I love to do, and that's, you know.
Well, hopefully we'll be back in the area.
Well, hopefully I can
Anytime
get
for
back
anything
up.
you want it there for, we'll be there for.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to come up and do and see
The
shows.
invitation is always
Thank you.
always extended. Even if you just want to come out take pictures, or you just want to do a broadcast for your show, you
Anything.
just have to be in the building. If you want to do a live broadcast, you always say that invitation.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Just ask for a Supreme. And 100.
She wants to be able to get in the door.
At the door.
They'll be like,
on that.
Who?
I'm like, what?
Tell them you Supreme's guest.
He'd be like,
Don't worry
who?
about it.
Hey, yo,
Don't worry
Free the
about
only
it.
person I know can headline a show and still got to show ID at the door.
Oh, look at that.
That's-
I remember that.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That looked like
That was.
what did he got on?
And the sad thing about it is, it was
Was that
my
a Supreme show?
no, that was not. That was my ex
Was he doing
boyfriend.
King of the Wobble?
No, it
It's a
was.
king of the wobble.
It was my ex-boyfriend's girlfriend at the time, and her friends were, you know, they were drunk. They were white girl wasted.
Oh, that was a Supreme show then.
And so it was just like, and
You say that like that's
the DJ called me. And the DJ called me.
Good time.
But if you can always tell, like,
No. Ooh. You know what? I gotta say this while we here in this great city. My man Anchor the Bank.
yeah, he's the one who caught the picture.
Anchor. That was not me. Okay. That was these two.
All right, cool.
What?
That picture when he fell asleep. You know, that was not me.
That was me.
That wasn't me.
No, he said that was
I'll
me.
take the blame on
I
that.
didn't
He know
have
it's
nothing
me.
to
He
do
know
with
it's me.
But Banks
Cause I got
Banks
snitched on
only
later
took
on
that
that
picture
night.
and then
Girl.
sent it to me.
I got so many phone calls. They was like, yo, Judah, why would you do that?
Because they know
Why
that
would
was
you do
your
that? I was like,
style.
yo, that wasn't even me.
That's your style.
That's you.
Okay, but that time that was not me.
Right, that time it was not you.
Just
Just
down
clear the air,
Yeah.
that was not me.
Matter of fact, I think I was standing next to,
Yeah.
and I took it, and I was like,
That was at the show.
yeah, at the
Hankerville.
Hankersville.
Hackersville.
Hackersville.
Yeah.
Hankersville.
Where's in West Virginia?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Maryland.
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 Hagerstown?
Hagerstown, yeah.
Hagerstown.
What did I say?
Hagerstown.
Hankerville?
Yeah, Hagerstown. That's where the prison is.
You're free though.
See, and that's another, like, there's shows like that I haven't been able to go to, and you know,
That was
So-
your worship, right?
so you know, I it's gonna free me up.
Yes, sir.
So I thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Appreciate
You know, I had been hitting Judah up, and Judah's like, I got a show that night. I got a show that night. I was like,
Well, you made it happen today.
okay.
it. I was at the show. She was like, "Y'all supposed to be down here."
Right, I did. I said, y'all
22nd.
supposed to, but I haven't heard anything from Judah back. Like,
That's exactly
I,
what she said. And I was like,
And we
okay.
here.
Oh, you know, wait, talking about. I'm not taking all that credit. Cause I hit you. I hit you.
you hit me. You said, yeah, but we hadn't confirmed it again, because, you know, I know you get busy.
I hate you on a Monday. I heard from you 3 Mondays from then.
Don't even do that. When I get a message from Judah, I answer it.
Nah, no, definitely.
Now, if it was somebody else, I'd probably look at it and be like, all right, I'm gonna answer them later.
Now, you know what it was. It definitely.
No, I just we
it
had
was definitely the dates.
Well, you had said the 22nd was fine. I said okay, but we hadn't talked since that day. It had been a while, and I was like, well, let me hit him up and make sure that we're still doing this because things happen, things come up. So that was, it was.
But y'all supposed to be down here. Y'all better be here too.
No, I did not say that. He said I'll be there, and he said I'll be there, and I was like, all right,
yeah,
cool.
Once you got that, what I mean, that first guarantee for me, I'm there.
Yeah, I mean,
I keep it a buck. I literally just got out the spittle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still had to come here today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? With you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anybody else would be like,
look, because I be like, every time I see something about your health and all, I be want to hit you in the inbox because then I go into mama mode. And I be like,
Yeah, you know what? It's just one of those things I just got to take better care of myself. Blood pressure going crazy. And all that.
I know.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, doing too much.
I'm getting ready to go be put in a tube so they can scan. I can't either.
I can't do that.
I can't either. She was like, "Are you claustrophobic?" I said, "Yeah." She
What's
said,
that, the MRI?
Yeah,
"It's something like that. It's a scan
I
that
think
they
it put me
can."
to sleep. I gotta do that.
Yeah,
they
so-
got open MRIs.
Johns Hopkins ain't got that crap.
I was like, yo, let me do the open MRI.
Nah, I can't do none of that.
I was in the
Can't
capsule though.
I'm sorry. I watched Kill Bill.
And you got the two
they
shows.
put her in that coffin and buried alive and it turned pitch black. I still had a panic attack.
Kill Bill is one of my favorite movies. So what does that tell you about me?
New movie, Kill Bill.
So-
killed you.
Dang, you know what? If anything happens, Supreme did it.
So I thank you guys for coming and thank you Jay. Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Jay always seems to have so much fun at my shows. I don't know why.
Well,
Probably because the guests that I
You
have.
bring out the best of us.
Huh?
I didn't get no Wu-Tang question.
Well, we covered that
Yeah,
in
we
the
know.
nation. I wanted to focus on
We
you.
know.
And we did very good, I think. We stayed on topic for the most part.
Now.
We stayed on topic for the most part.
With us is with Vincent.
Air pocket.
With us is with Vincent, but you can't get off.
Hey, yo, so
Because they
you,
retract.
so yo, man, because you got heat vents, you know what I mean, in your thought suit. Every time you walk in the wind, do you hit turbulence?
Right here.
It's only when the suit reaches an optimal temperature of 77
The
degrees.
bottom of the pants.
Anyway,
Oh my God! Now he's gonna stand up,
time
y'all.
to go.
These is aerodynamic.
You're serious.
And for all those who can't see me,
I know. I'm like, I want to turn this off, but I want to make sure I capture all these moments. I swear to God.
Yo, we gotta go.
Yes.
Peace, y'all. Time to
So
eat.
thanks.
You wanna eat?
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
You sound
Like I said,
I'm hungry.
Baltimore Paparazzi YouTube page where you find all the past interviews, and there's going to be future ones. Like I said, I think I'm going to try to take this to a podcast kind of setting.
There you go.
To where I can just, record it anytime and then release it on a Saturday. I'm just trying to figure
That's the
some
new
things
freedom.
out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure some things out. So
It's like radio without being in jail.
I can't wait to be able to come see you guys perform on stage.
We're coming back down here.
Together?
I don't know.
Oh, have we ever-
Together,
have we ever
separately, individually, I don't know, Judah. I'm just saying, I want to see you guys perform.
Well, I'll have him at my show.
I'm light-skinned. I don't like none of
Supreme
these
the
guys.
Resurrected featuring 144,000.
That's because he's light skinned too.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have 144,000 at my album release, my single release party on May 5th.
What's that next year?
Cinco de Mayo.
Super Demano.
May 5th. So get ready, y'all.
This
The
news.
premiere.
This is news to me too.
No, I'm
I told you the other day. I said I want you to open up. I want you to open. And I'm saying, if
Judah face.
we could do 144,000
Look at Judah face. Judah like, what is you talking about, yo?
I never heard about this though.
May 5th, Milk Boy. Album release party for Supreme's new album.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Milk Boy, 11th and Chestnut, the big stage.
Wait, 11th and
11th Chestnut?
11th and Chestnut at Milk Boy.
The big, not
That
13.
sounds all kind of wrong.
Not 13.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah,
Pause.
well, you
Pause.
know that.
I was waiting for it.
Okay.
May 5th, the release of the new single. I can't tell you the name of it yet.
Oh wait, can I say one more thing?
Sure.
But it's
Yo,
Milk Boy.
I
presents Supreme
Did it stop you?
Yo, I got shot by brother Smooth Mass Beats out here.
Smooth
Yeah, shout out to
Master
Smooth.
Yo, I'm letting y'all know now. I'm releasing the single on him.
The Mikasa.
Yo, this is one of the hardest songs that I heard my brother spit. It went in. I've been banging it all week long, and so definitely. So yours is May 5th. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do that the month after. You know what I mean? Like yo, Smooth Mass been like definitely stepping his game up as a lyricist. You know what I'm saying?
He always did that.
No, he always been a beast, but he took it to another level right now. You know
we storming, thunderclouds forming.
And be on the lookout. 144,000 chose a few. Next 2 singles, Sound the Alarm and Nobody Moves. Actually 3 and Creative Assassins.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Judah, I'm gonna give you this permission. Tag me in it. I don't like nobody tag me in nothing, but make sure when you release it, when you post it, everything, tag me in it because I don't see a lot of stuff.
I got you.
But I like there's some people that I get inbox messages and it'd be like somebody's link to something. I'd be like,
wait, what is that?
Why are you sending it to me? I don't even know you.
Right.
I don't even like you.
Like, yeah, I told you I was petty.
That's the most annoyingest thing. I don't know you. What you sending links for?
Right. So, again, thanks everybody. Thank you guys for coming down and having fun with me.
Always.
And, you know, it's always love, always.
And remember,
so
I'm an older man that like all women.
You will be hearing from me. Just keep an eye on the page. And I will be talking to y'all later. Be safe.
That's good.
Good in there.